So we're here for another live watch along. This one is an OUA game. This is our third game of the day. We have McMaster Marauders playing host to the Windsor Lancers.
Hamilton, Ontario, where the excitement is palpable around this year's football season. It's two potential playoff opponents against one another as McMaster Windsor.
What the heck are they doing?
Welcome inside the broadcast booth. Matt Davison joined alongside Andrew Barlett. Really excited to bring you another season here on OUA TV as well as CFMU 93.3. Andrew talked with Steph Patasic earlier this week. He is really excited about this year's football team. Couldn't wait to smile off of his face.
Edit the spinner.
He's really excited for how this team's grown from where they were. They've been building up this current team.
And we'll change this to Windsor.
Especially the offense. This is a very mature defense and a very mature offensive line, but quarterbacks and receivers, a little bit of less experience than we're used to seeing over the last couple of years. We also did speak to J.P. Cercelli, the head coach of the Windsor Lancers, and he was also equally as excited. This Windsor Lancers team, preseason rankings coming in 9th in the country, so it's a big accolade by both the media and the youth sports coaches. And how about the quarterback matchup today? Kareem Cotton, who was a wide receiver last year, getting the start today at quarterback.
Interesting. They move a wide receiver to quarterback.
An interesting QB matchup for sure, Andrew. Northwestern State of Louisiana transfer over to Windsor. Last year listed as a wide receiver. He played quarterback in high school, and then at Northwestern State of Louisiana, he was playing as essentially an athlete. Reps at quarterback, receiver, running back, all over the map. He was getting some QB snaps last year. However, he's been able to edge out last year's. He was actually not even dressed today, despite playing in East West. And that's the Windsor side. And on the McMaster side, Lucas Barisi suiting up, local product, making his third OUA start.
You have
Luke Thalman, last year's starter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 captains, really?
Still involved very much with this squad, but Barisi gets the start today. And what do you expect to see, Andrew? I expect to see a lot more out of Barisi than we're used to. I mean, he was at the CFL.
8 MAC players for captain for coin toss.
Who's a Heck Crichton winner in this league. He was around Bo Levi Mitchell, a perennial all-star in the CFL, as well as.
So Windsor won the coin toss.
Hall of Famer. The whole Tiger Cats coaching staff. He was there for about a whole month, and Steph Patasic had.
As Windsor's going with gold pants, white jersey, and McMaster's going with maroon pants and maroon jersey.
And this McMaster offense is going up against one of the very best defensive lines in the province today. Yeah, so this D-line led the league in sacks last year. Not just the D-line, but the whole front seven. 35 sacks to lead the country.
Dang, 35 sacks last year to lead the country.
Forcing interceptions because of that. 13 interceptions last year from the secondary because of that pressure up front. So
13 interceptions from the secondary?
The numbers and the names to look out for are literally all four. Ahmad Taylor, 33. Malik George, 91. Braxton Johnson, 6. And Elijah Metz, number 20. And you saw Braxton Johnson there. He's actually high school teammates with Cotton. Braxton Johnson graduating a year after Kareem Cotton getting the start today, as we're just about set for the nightcap here on day one of the OUA football season. A good crowd here at Ron Joyce. A beautiful, beautiful day for football. 24 degrees. A little bit of a breeze out there, as well as McMaster will kick away with one of the best punters, one of the best legs in the country, Michael Horvat. Not only the best punters, but one of the best kickers in this league.
Michael Horvat. They say one of the best kickers in the league.
But back at Mac.
Mac's quarterback was at the took part in the CFL quarterback development camp.
Horvat kicks away.
Horvat kicks off
Fielded just inside
to the
10
6,
yard line here by Brizzetti.
and
Knocked down.
Windsor returns it to the 26, 25-yard line. Quentin Johnson with the tackle.
Kareem Cotton, the third year, Andrew.
Cotton,
Starting off with some decent
Kareem Cotton throws incomplete to Nathan Smith.
Joe Cercelli there,
2nd and 10.
offensive coordinator JP Cercelli's.
I went from wide receiver to quarterback.
I'm keeping it on the ground to start. We'll see what the
Interesting.
play calls are looking like.
Such an exciting McMaster defense, of course. Roaming the backfield. Sean Underhill as well, the free safety, as Cotton rolls.
Cotton throws it to incomplete.
Unable to complete the pass on this near side, in and out of the hands there of Nathan Smith, the first-year wide receiver.
Yeah, simple rollout.
Oh, that was the play that already happened.
Just a slide protection from Windsor. Some solid pursuit.
So it's
there
2nd
from
and 10.
McMaster, but just not enough to catch it out there in the flats. And with these wide university hash marks, it is a deceivingly longer pass than the CFL hash marks.
Kareem Cotton passes to
Second down and
Wegby
10 for Windsor as Cotton
Bobo
left again.
Mambo
Dump
for
off
10
the
yards.
Very talented running back. That's Mumbo.
Yeah, Wegby Mumbo was at East West last year. What we saw there was a nice heads-up play with the dump pass.
So for 9 yards to the Windsor 34,
Wally, number 15,
3rd and 1.
on the
They're going to go for it.
He actually took an inside route.
So the game that we watched earlier, teams went for it and did not get it. I think that game was like 1 for 3 on 3rd down.
3rd and 1 from the 34, and JP Cercelli going to go for this one here. And it's very close.
Flag on the play. I'm going to assume that a defensive lineman.
There's a flag on the play.
Were lined up offside. And there was a fumble. Well, we'll see what the flag is. McMaster recovered the ball
At the 34-yard line.
McMaster recovered the ball on the fumble.
McMaster defense.
Oh, it was. You're right. I misspoke. That was on downs. Wow. And the flag was on Windsor. We're getting confirmation of that.
Adam Grandy in his second season as DJ.
So,
JP Cercelli.
Cotton rushed for no gain. Greg Plummer and Dominic
We'll get into a little bit more in depth. Is that
Manny with the tackle, and it's turnover on downs.
Excited to see this.
So McMaster takes over on the Windsor 34, I think.
Field position to start things
Yes.
off in the backfield. It's Kalen Tan, the second year, and here is Lucas Parisi.
Lucas Parisi passes to Shane Weismer for 8 yards
Parisi throws
to
up
Windsor
the
26.
Gets the completion. Shane Wismer, who he knows very well, connected with him a whole lot last season when he made those starts. Their old St. John Henry Newman team.
Yeah, a Newman out of Stony Creek, suburb of Hamilton here. And that was a
Good old Cardinal Newman teammates.
Pickup of 9
Catholic
yards,
High School in Hamilton.
From the 26-yard line. Tan remains the back.
Kalen Tan rushes for 2 yards to the Windsor 24.
Tan able to get that 1 yard that he needed. And
So it's first down, McMaster.
First down and 10 upcoming from the 24-yard line. McMaster in business here.
Yeah, Tan found a nice seam up front. And that left side of the line is where the veterans are. Quinn Cassidy and Christian Cote both went to East West last year.
Something to watch out for that right side. Damian Sislow, the right tackle today, transfer out of Ottawa, did not play any offensive line there. Parisi gets the snap, empty backfield here, throws over the middle, and he's got a completion.
Parisi passes to Nathan
Down,
Denkers for 5 yards to Windsor
Right
19.
up the middle.
Marco
And that was to
Piconi
Dankers, who missed most of last season with an injury, and he's looking freakishly strong these days.
with the tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and 5, and Kalen Tan rushes for a loss of 5 yards to Windsor 24. Malik George with the tackle. So it's to be 3rd and 10.
Go with all the protein. Oh no, 2nd down and 5 from the 19 here. Under 12 minutes to go. Parisi hands off to Tan there. Didn't know if he was going to pull that one back, but Tan unable to get the first down. And Horvat will come back onto the field here to punt away.
Basically trying to catch the Windsor Lions.
Punt. It's a field goal.
Do an inside move there.
Why would he punt away?
What we saw was a twist.
It's a
Malik George and Ahmad
McMaster
Taylor.
field goal. Dun, 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 dun.
Lions territory for Horvat.
Attempt here from the 24-yard line or 31-yard line for Horvat, and it is good. McMaster will take a 3-0 lead here after.
Let's go.
Over on downs. Windsor getting aggressive on their opening drive.
So far that's 1 for 4 on 3rd and 1s today from the games I've watched.
It has beefed up over the offseason, and they made a big stop there, and it led to a field goal.
Windsor starts off at their 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 11:03 left. Wow, Cotton passes to Jen for a 75-yard touchdown. Wow, that's crazy.
He has the athleticism of Ben Daguilera, who won that back in 2013 with this Marauders team.
Cotton pulls back, now roams to his right, and he's got a
wide open
downfield, and foot race towards the end zone for Ginn, and it is a touchdown.
Wow,
Cody
guy was
Ginn,
wide open.
The 5th year, and Windsor answers right back after the McMaster field goal. They score a major 6-3.
I want to see what broke down in coverage here because he was able to sneak behind. This is the foot race here, and honestly, just really good athleticism.
Alex Patrinos with the extra
nice
point.
Play call by Joe Cercelli, redeeming themselves from that first drive. And now the first look that we'll see of the new kicker, Alex Patrinos, first-year player, and he's replaced none other than Brody Linster, who's now with the Toronto Argonauts.
Yes, Brady Linster now with the Argos, and Horvat getting taken in the CFL draft as well. As we take another look at this touchdown.
Looks like Chuck Wally bit a little on the inside, lost contain rather. Kareem Cotton was able to use that athleticism to get outside. And it wasn't even on a rope. It was a little bit of a dump pass overhead. Again, with the touchdown, the 5th-year human kinetics student from LaSalle, Ontario, played Essex Ravens and Sandwich Secondary School.
Love it.
Quite the alliteration.
7-3 here, 10:41 on the clock.
Alex Patrinos kicks off for 60 yards to the MAC 5. Isaiah Shields returns it for 15 yards to the MAC 20.
Led by this guy, Isaiah Shields, who took a big hit there up high.
And not just the big hit, he was dragged down in a gang tackle. They placed the ball perfectly. Shields looks no worse for the wear, though, with some blistering contact.
Shields, who Steph Potasic has no doubt will be chosen in the CFL draft next off-season.
As much as you like to have guys around, right?
Yeah.
He's
such an important linebacker.
Yeah, this linebacking core with Stestanovich, Moore, Isaiah Shields, they're second to none as a whole
Look at
in the country.
Barcelli.
Empty backfield for first down.
Parisi, passes to Shane Weismer for 7 yards to the MAC 29. Metz with the tackle, so it's second and 3.
You have the hash marks are a lot wider in Canadian University Youth Sports Ball here versus that of the CFL or even the NFL. You can actually see a faint line on the inside of these hash marks from when the Tiger Cats had their training camp here. All that being said is that although it's a short gain of, let's say, 5, it's still that's like a 15 to 20 yard pass from hash mark to flat on the wide side of the field.
The engineer, Adam Woods, returning as the center. He is such an important piece to this offense. His Parisi pulls back. Now will scramble out to his left, looking for the marker. He's pulled down.
They might call that. It looked almost like a horse collar there, but no calls there. And that's good enough for the first down.
Was lunging and trying to make it.
I'm surprised that there is no horse collar tackle there.
Down there by Noah Kugler, the third-year DB out of Virgil.
Parisi rushes for 2 yards.
Played at Holy Cross.
And it's a first down for Mac on the 32-yard line.
That's what Parisi could do. He can scramble for yards, as right now the clock is showing third down. And yes, it is third down, 1 yard to go. And it does look like a long yard, too. So after Windsor got aggressive to start this game off, McMaster is going to get aggressive here.
Let's see what Chris Hopkins pulls.
Well, both these coaches have a ton of faith in their respective lines. 1 yard to go.
So he rushes for 3. So it's third and 1. See if Mac.
The deception as well, but I don't.
So the left side of the McMaster offensive line, you have 2 East-West Bowl players in Cote and Cassidy. Adam Woods he came into here around 250, 260, 270 last year. He's upwards of 300 pounds now. He's really grown into, and he's the engineer.
Yes.
Engineering student, that is. Logan Fitzer and Damian Sislow, both in their first
Barrezzi rushes for a 2-yard loss, so it's turnover on downs for Mac.
And trying to drive through that pile, and it doesn't look like they have it.
So that's 1 for 4.
Over on downs.
It looked like they had the first initial push.
My guy, like 1 for 4 in OUA today.
Unless they're trying to say 4
going on third and 1.
It is confirmed 9:02.
Wow.
Lucas Barisi slams his hands against his helmet. The frustration, we've seen it a couple times.
And you see the big smile on that man in the yellow. That's Pat Donovan, the defensive coordinator there at Windsor.
I was very interested to see how often Barisi would be involved in those short distance instances, especially when you're going up a defense like this with guys like Dylan Simpson.
Yeah, I mean, because he was that guy the last 2-3 years.
And you don't have a backup. You do have guys behind him, but maybe not most capable of starting quarterbacks behind him. And the risk, and this is another risk, you turn it over on downs at the 33. They'll hand things off for Mumbo.
So they get it on the McMaster 32-yard line.
9.2 yards per carry last season.
So
he's a workhorse back there.
Mumbo rushes for 3 yards to the Mac 29.
Returning once again, and that's
so it's second and 7.
Why a lot of people are picking Windsor as one of the teams who can maybe reach that Yates Cup. Of course, Western has maybe taken a step back. Laurier, we'll see what they are like without Hall.
Mumbo rushes for 4 yards to the Mac 25.
Again, and he bounces around one tackle before he's brought
so
down
it's third and 3.
A gang of McMaster Marauders.
A flock of Marauders. See who got that on the defense, but didn't like
Dominic Lamani, 98, getting in there.
Didn't like what he saw. Bounced it.
Look at Lamani, track him all the way. Sustanovich getting involved, 17.
And see, that's what you want out of your D tackles is somebody that can track the ball down and hustle and has the speed and stamina.
So big third down and 2 here as JP Cercelli getting aggressive again. Has a lot of faith. Oh, play action here is Cotton kept to himself, took a hard hit, gets the first down. Sustanovich took him into the turf.
I mean, he is an all-around athlete, right? He's played quarterback, he's played running back, he's played receiver. Last year was a receiver that got QB reps.
Everyone thought that ball was going to number 5. Said he pulled it back.
Cotton rushes for 13 yards to the MAC 12-yard line.
They just did a
First
bit of
down
a,
at 10.
just did a bit of a snapshot, trying to read if there's any blitzes coming.
This time he pulls it back again, throws towards
Ooh.
picked off.
McMaster almost had an interception.
Shields was this close.
Shields a ball hawk, and he's part of that that three-headed dragon there with Aiden Moore, Sustanovich, and Shields. Was an East-West guy going into his draft here.
Second down and 10. McMaster's defense looking to put together another big stop here. Delaney now the back for Windsor. Stays into block.
Oh, and an interception
And the picked off.
by McMaster's defense.
There was a miscommunication.
But there's a
in the
flag on the
out
play.
there because it went straight into the hands of Sustanovich. Yeah,
There was a huge hit applied to Cotton. Regardless,
so there's a flag on the play, and Cotton is down, not down, but he's wincing, and it looks like that is going to be all for naught.
potential roughing the passer call. We'll see another angle here.
Like, there was no one in the vicinity. I guess at most
He had hands right up on his face. He had
Holden Jin was kind of there. There was definitely a misread either by the break on the route of Jin, or by Cotton's read of the receiving core.
They are going to move the ball up here. It's going to be McMaster penalty.
So it's going to be a penalty on McMaster.
Yet on what exactly the call was? Was it unnecessary roughness? Was it? It didn't appear to be overtly late. Obviously, roughing the passer potentially.
On OUA, don't be doing this.
And do we have confirmation yet on what exactly the call was? Was it unnecessary roughness? Was it? Didn't appear to be overtly late. Obviously, roughing the passer potentially.
So it's roughing the passer to the MAC 4-yard line. Caught and rush for 0 yards gained to the MAC 4. Zach Payne with the tackle.
As we'll get a whistle before the snap here. As Windsor has it at the 4.
Offside Windsor.
Yeah, foul on the Lancers here is we'll be back 5 yards.
The aforementioned Fowlis had 2 attempts last year.
5:49 left in the first quarter.
After the penalty, 5:49 left to go in this first quarter. 7-3 Windsor. Opening game of the OUA season.
That's J.P. Cercelli with the dress shirt, sweater vest, and tie.
Combo to the right of Cotton here.
Second and goal from the 9.
Goes in motion. Cotton looking to throw. Underhill and
Cotton throws a touchdown.
A catch and a touchdown for Evan Martin. That was
For Evan Martin.
really close there for Underhill, trying to get underneath it, but a real nice throw there.
I don't think Underhill could have played that much better.
That was threading the needle.
He literally did thread the needle, and you see actually really good heads-up offense there by Evan Martin. He kind of shields his body and gets low right there. There's not much else other than jumping the ball potentially that they could have done there.
We're wondering how much familiarity there would be between passer and catcher in this Windsor offense, but looks like those training reps paid off.
So 14-3 for Windsor.
Windsor with 2 touchdowns inside the opening 10 minutes.
14-0 run.
Yes. After the turnover.
2 straight touchdowns for Windsor.
A field goal. It's been all Lancers. Take another look at this touchdown pass.
Man, 57's jersey looks like it's a large on a double XL person. Like, it's weird.
Last year, their conversion was some of the lowest in the country. They had to revert to their all-star kicker, Brady Linster, to dig them out of holes. They were losing games that they were keeping opponents to like 13 or less points because they weren't able to convert on second down, and they weren't able to turn these 3s into 6s.
Right.
So far, we've seen 2 touchdowns in the first 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes.
Well, Coach Cercelli told us exactly that. He's hoping that the loss of Lidster doesn't matter too much because he's hoping that a lot of these score zone trips lead to touchdowns, and so far they have.
It's like in fantasy football. You look at kickers and you're like, well, you want to choose a kicker who's on a team that can't convert. Like, you don't want the kicker of the best offense in the league. It's just that. The less your kicker's on the field, it's a good sign.
Adams Youssef, as well as Isaiah Shields, back to return.
Interesting.
Youssef and Shields back to return for McMaster.
To Shields in that corner again.
5:28.
Kickoff from the 45.
Exciting crowd here at the Ron Joyce Stadium. Home opener under the lights.
Always a very special day. Opening day, and always even better when you can open up under the lights. 2 potential playoff teams going at it. It's going to be an exciting season of McMaster football all season long, hosting the Guelph Griffins, or hosting Windsor and Laurier, Toronto, Queens.
McMaster gets it at the 12.
Shields it inside the numbers.
Wow.
He's outside. He brings it up towards the 50-yard
and brings it up
line.
to the 50-yard line.
Still not taken down.
But there's a flag on the play that I thought I saw.
He definitely took it. You know what I really liked is Shields, for no pun intended, but yes pun intended, he shielded himself. Yep. He was patient. He let his 3 lead blockers get in front of him. Right here, you'll see it.
What an athlete he is. Has played offense and defense for this team, running back a couple of years ago, and then such an important linebacker, leading this linebacker corps with Sustanovic, of course.
And I love how he put his shoulder down right into the kicker, Petrinos.
So it seems like there's a penalty on McMaster.
Lay a bit of a hit on the kicker, but all for naught, really. I mean, Mac is pushed back to what appears to be the 15.5-yard line.
Wow, what a waste of a good play that was. They're back at their 15-yard line.
Pushing from the rear, also known as clipping or blocking the back.
50 yards.
Fields here to Tan on first down, who gets it. Oh, no. Good run upfield.
Wow, McMaster just fumbled the ball.
He lost the ball, and it's Windsor recovered. Wow. The ball went flying out.
Wow.
Right to the Windsor bench.
What's up with all these sloppy plays?
Adams Youssef bringing that ball upfield.
Man, these games today, the ones that I've watched today.
Coach Matasic stresses so much. Special teams coming up big here for the Lancers.
And that's Dylan Simpson, the linebacker from Tilbury, Ontario, went to Clearwater Academy and then Long Island University. And the hit was actually laid on by, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was Harrison Davis, the DB. As Windsor hands off on first down from the 37. So this is second or third drive starting
Catch tracker.
field possession.
Ravens.
To score another touchdown. I've already put 2 on the board. Second down and 8 from the 35-yard line. Windsor defense, one of the nation's best, has really up them to great heights here in the province and looking to make that Yates Cup this year. Here's Cotton, rolls out to his left, was looking toward this.
Cotton throws incomplete.
Boundary. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Quayson, the 4th year out of Vaughan. That's the second time that we've seen Cotton roll out to his left and have a bit of a miss throw. Whether it's just the timing on the rollout to his opposite side, but it's something to keep an eye on. If you can force him, especially, he's strong on his legs, right? If you can force him to that side through certain line stunts and blitzes. Alex Petrinos comes back out, the first year out of Sarnia, Ontario. Didn't pick up football until pretty late in life. Hockey and basketball, his first 2 loves. This year, one from 40 yards, up and good.
Windsor kicks from 40 yards out to make it 17-3.
Field goal there to put Windsor up 17-3. He's out of Sarnia, Ontario. These were his favorite sports, hockey and basketball. Played soccer as well, and then made the transition into football, and it's paid off coming over to the Lancers this season. That's interesting. You don't often hear that mix from a kicker. No, it's almost always soccer. Or now the big thing is actually Aussie rules football and rugby, right? Seen a lot of kickers come through that route. 3.5 left to go in this opening quarter as Parisi hands off on first down and a good run here upfield, getting the first down and a whole lot more. Kalen Tan, the second year player out of Milton, Ontario, into BR Bishop Redding. Will face a second down and 1. That's going for just 9 yards. So these 2nd and 1s and 3rd and 1s have really killed both teams. Anchors in at fullback. Third down coming up for McMaster, and they'll punt things away. This offense, snake bitten so far, want to go this really strong Windsor front. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing coming into the game. We knew both defensive fronts were going to be what's leading.
And the tracker is broken again.
We've seen a little bit more out of this Windsor front 7 than we have from Mac thus far.
So Mac's punting the ball. 2:21 left in the first.
Martin and Ghisetti back to receive for Windsor. One fielded by Ghisetti on the ground, and he is ripped down just past the 20-yard line, and that's where Windsor will start their offense.
So Windsor starts off at their 28-yard line.
Opening quarter, 17-3, Windsor over McMaster.
17-3 versus McMaster.
Avenue 93.3. Privileged to bring you another season of OUA Football. Matthew Davidson alongside Andrew Barlett. And for the first time in a long time, Windsor will have to go over the
good thing about OUA is that there's no commercials.
5-yard line, the center point of the field. We'll see if that exists next year in the youth sports. There's been no mention. Radio silence on if they're adapting those new rules. Is that one just too high?
Cotton throws incomplete to Martin.
Evan Martin on this near side can't connect with Cotton. Which side did he roll to? He's been having issues rolling to his left this game. There's something. It was underthrown last year. It's overthrown now, but wide open there. couldn't have been more open there by Evan Martin. Just over
I'm
his
curious.
head.
I want to look this up.
And we did see a good pursuit by Chuck Wally.
McMaster's defense looking to put together a big stop here.
Showing blitz.
Over 90 seconds to go. They back off a little bit as Cotton lunges towards that first down marker, but will be short. Brings up a third
Cotton
down.
will be short.
Yeah, Adam Grandy's showing a couple things there. He's never shy to blitz and bring 7, even 8 at times. But what we saw there was a 3-man rush. We saw Chuck Wally go into the hole.
Third down and 1 from the 32. Windsor getting aggressive again. Inside a minute to go in this first quarter. Master defense looking for another big stop here as that pile drives forward. And where will they mark it?
It's a first down.
It is a first down for the Lancers. Wow, that is not easy, but they make it look easy. Tommy Levens needing a hand to get back to his feet. 6'3", 310 out of Welland. Daniel Dove, their center, 305, 6'5", 305. And then their left guard, Brett Miller, 6'5", 380 out of Hamilton.
Yeah, one of the guys that squeaked out of McMaster's hands in the recruiting process.
He's an offensive line from the Hamilton Junior Ticats.
Trouble, but has all the time in the world and throws downfield
and connects.
With his wide receiver. After a couple of misses, Quayson makes that catch.
To Quayson.
Once again, on the mark when he rolled to the right, but we do see a flag in the backfield, probably indicative of a hold, so it most likely will be pushed back 10.
It was a 16-yard completion, but it will be brought all the way back here.
So we'll see 1st and 20 in their own, deep in their own end.
10-yard penalty. Back to the 24-yard line. As we see Sean Underhill down on one knee right now.
I didn't catch that. Interesting. Yeah, Underhill, not someone that you want to see down. Third-year player out of Bishop Ryan. Nice local boy.
Well, while we have a moment, we want to remind you BioSteel is making it easier to manage your sport with free BioSteel Teams app. Keep your schedule, team communication roster, and more all in one place. Search BioSteel Teams in the App Store or Google Play and get your team signed up today. BioSteel Teams, built for teams, backed by BioSteel.
They now serve beer in the stands here at the Ron Joy Stadium. So if you can't make it to the stadium and join us, we would love that. But if you can, that is something else, along with BioSteel that's available.
Exactly. First down and 20 as a completion here wide open. Evan Martin on this near side.
Almost in the exact same spot.
Cotton to Martin
in this
for a first down to end the quarter.
And once again,
so it's going to be second quarter.
Secondaries had some issues in this wide side.
It just said 0 on the clock. Now they're having 1:30.
Nice pursuit by it's almost as if Jacob Pietrano was biting. He's the first-year player out of Westmount here in Hamilton, studying business commerce.
So big completion there. Windsor has it on the 54-yard line. As right here in Ron Joy Stadium, they're honoring the late, great Ken Urquhart, who we lost earlier this year, back in March. Coach Kick, as he was known. If you were a kicker in Southern Ontario, Southwestern Ontario, well, you probably worked with Coach Kick, just worked with so many great kickers over his time. Steph Fatasic, calling him one of the most selfless people he's ever known. Of course, a great member of the football community, the Hamilton community as well.
We have.
Was a big part of the OUA as well.
No, they have a game on the 18th.
With Western and Laurier, and worked with Michael Horvat as well. Brady Lidster, who we saw get drafted into the CFL, and he will surely be missed. Football, kicking in particular, was his obsession, according to his sister Leslie, and lived by the words, "It's not how you start, it's how you finish." And that's exactly what I'd be telling the McMaster Marauders right now.
Exactly.
17-3. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But Coach Kick, you will be missed. An absolute icon here in the city of Hamilton and in the
So it's second quarter. At about the 55, but there's a flag at play.
To start off the second quarter, but we get a flag.
Yeah, someone on Windsor jumped.
So it's offside on Windsor, 1st and 15.
Middle of the line.
So back them up 5 yards. 16 seconds gone in the second quarter. As the Lancers looking to come into Ron Joyce in week 1 with a big number on the board. Oh, as Cotton can't field that low snap, now he has to scramble in the backfield, avoids Broom, now has to avoid Chuck Wally and does so before he's eventually brought down by big number 33, Aiden Moore, the linebacker.
Yeah, Aiden Moore did a really good job at tracking and keeping contained. What I was really impressed with, honestly, was Cotton's ability to recover so quickly. Yeah. But great pursuit by McMaster's front seven all around. And it also shows because he had a lot of space there.
Cotton with a loss of yards.
The DBs were holding on.
I would say probably maybe what?
Waterloo transfer, the center.
5-6 yards.
7th year in university. As this one is dumped off here for Mumbo. Looking to cut into this 21 yards as he is brought down, and holding the football there is Blake Williams. And he's leading to the officiating crew. Might have a turnover here. Either way, it's punt time for the Windsor Lancers.
Windsor Lancers special teams is coming on the field to punt the ball.
In the second quarter, 14-point lead for the visitors. Yusuf and Underhill, who we just saw go down with injury, back to receive this kick. Oh, nice. And he finds some space inside the numbers on this near side. A great return, but the flag is out.
I don't know who they're going to call that on.
As Underhill brought that up towards the 50.
If they call that on Underhill, I will not be impressed with that call, to be honest with you. He was running with momentum. But prior to the flag, what a run. After being down in the previous series.
Finds this space right here. Great block there by Jaden Briscoe on special teams.
He was just protecting himself. If that is the call, I'm not sure I agree with that.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be coming back here.
Jeez. Because the flag is where that occurred. It's not as if there was a block in the back earlier. And if I'm Steph Pataska, I'm absolutely fuming right now. I can feel that right now. Windsor definitely lucked out with somewhat of a pretty...
Wow, Windsor definitely locked out on that one.
Questionable call. We love our officials. We love our officiating crew. But resounding boos from the student section.
Kevin Mickelbro, the referee. Adelmo Monaco, the umpire.
So the ball starts off at McMaster's 34-yard line.
Start from the 34-yard line. Eventually, as there's still a discussion going on down on the field.
Murray Drinkwalter, the head of officiating for the OUA, is in the stands. Sorry, is in the booth up here.
As you see Steph Batasic, he is fired up right now, putting his headset back on. year number 20, not 20 seasons, of course, the stint with the Ticats, UBC Thunderbirds, but arrived here as the head coach back in 2006. 20 years later, now hoping to navigate something on this offensive drive here as Barisi gets that completion.
Breezy gets the completion.
Good completion on first down here for Azin Chucic, the first year. Steph Patasic saying that
Man, these camera people are horrible.
first years factor in at the receiving game.
Yeah.
Azin Chucic out of Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah, they lost actually quite a handful of receivers last year.
Everett Reed transferring out. Jackson Taylor as well. And it's a young receiving group, but Coach B has a lot of confidence in it. As this catch is made over the middle. Great catch made by Aiden Nemeth as he's brought down.
Passes to Nemeth.
45-yard line.
Aiden Nemeth, the fourth-year senior out of North Vancouver. And something you might not be able to notice because there's no issues, but brand new lighting system here at Ron Joyce Stadium. It looks, I don't know if you can tell how much brighter it really is.
So from the Max 40 to the Windsor 49.
49 on Windsor's side of the 55, first down and 10. Parisi receives the snap, now throws out to the far side.
Breezy throws for another first down.
Or reliable Shane Wismer.
Shane Wismer out of Newman.
Shane Wismer with the catch.
Stony Creek. 30-year receiver, so a bit more of a veteran presence there.
And they got a lot of familiarity. We mentioned high school teammates.
Yep.
They've went far in title runs, both in tackle football, but also flag football as well. Of course, will be in the Olympic Games coming up in a couple of years.
Exciting
Both
stuff.
teams punching their tickets recently. Parisi feels the pressure now, dumps things off here on this first down. And pretty good yardage after Barisi felt that pressure. Kalen Tan getting 5 yards on that play, finding that hole in that offensive line. They're very strong at the guard position. Of course, centers, they have depth there, but Coach P says they're pretty thin at tackle. Damian Sislow, the right tackle, and transfer out of Ottawa this past offseason as Barisi feels the pressure again. And
Breezy throws an interception.
Flag is out.
But there's a flag on the play.
All the way back. We'll see if this one will stand for Derek Anderson, who's going to go all the way.
So it could either be a pick six or the ball is still with Mac.
Two different spots, one in the defensive secondary and one closer to the line.
Barisi felt that pressure, released the ball.
It's almost at that point, just throw it out of bounds.
Right.
Windsor with a wrap between the guard and tackle, the end and tackle. And also losing his feet was a McMaster receiver right near where the flag was. So I'm curious if they're calling something else there. But it appears as if it's going to go in Mac's favor, and that will not be a touchdown.
Derek Anderson, such a versatile player. You can see what he does in the passing game, intercepting balls, but also a big blitzer as well.
So you got roughing the passer
last year as we get a roughing the passer call, and this one will come back indeed. So McMaster bailed out here.
McMaster got lucky on that one.
Roughness, passing interference. A big penalty here for the Windsor Lancers.
Two penalties on Windsor, two separate penalties, and then puts McMaster
one's
deep into the red zone.
Roughing the passer and
it's first and goal.
First and goal. Wow.
So a gift.
They went from like the 40 to 50 yard line down to what? What is this?
It went back for a touchdown.
A 10?
As McMaster tries to cut
7?
17-3 lead, 10 minutes to go. As they have it at the 7-yard line. ongoing discussion between the referee and umpire, referees. Well, big plays deserve big flavor, whether you're celebrating a game-winning touchdown or gearing up for the next drive. Wendy's has you covered with fresh, never frozen beef and crave-worthy favorites made to order.
Love a good one.
Oh, here we go.
Inside 10 minutes to go, first half.
Second quarter,
First
9:50
goal
left.
for the Marauders. Timeout.
Oh, and a timeout is called.
So this coaching group, of course, led by Steph Batasic, offensive coordinator Chris Hopkins, and Jamie Barisi, a big part of that staff, as well as the QB whisperer, the professor, has a bunch of nicknames. Mike Warner, the running backs coach. So after this, McMaster will take on Tristan Aboud and the Guelph Griffins, the York Lions. After that, they hit the road, but they don't have to travel too far this year. Don't play either Ottawa team. Homecoming against Laurier, and that's going to be a really special day. We'll tell you more about that later on in the broadcast. At Western, and then a bye week to prepare for Toronto, Waterloo, and Queens.
I like a week 6 bye week. It's not too early in the season.
Better than week 1, which is what the Lancers had last year. Western has it this year.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's a love-hate relationship with a bye in week 1.
Bye in week 1, that sucks.
Coaches despise it.
We're ready to go here. First and goal here for McMaster.
First and goal from McMaster.
Back, now looks to run. Parisi towards
Parisi with the rushing touchdown.
Touchdown!
Let's go.
Parisi calls his own number, drops the shoulder, and it's enough for a McMaster touchdown. That's an 8-yard rush.
An 8-yard rushing touchdown for Barisi.
In his third OUA start, Lucas Parisi. Dealing with some frustration against this strong defensive front early on this half. Decides to take it himself, and he is ripped into the end zone.
Yeah, Lucas Parisi, the third-year player who did the CFL QB internship program. Spent time with Trey Ford, Bo Levi Mitchell, Coach Scott Milanovich.
You saw it right there. He's pass first, run second. He has that scramble ability as Horvat puts it up and through 17-10. Here's another look at that.
McMaster is now within 7 with that scoring touchdown in the second quarter.
Found a gap. Drops the shoulder. Love to see it. I mean, coaches maybe not necessarily if it were a touchdown dropping the throwing arm shoulder, but got to do what you got to do. Week 1, making a name for yourself beyond what he already has. He's earned it. And now we have a game, 17-10. And we're barely into the second quarter here.
It's been a fun one. It's what I predicted. I think it's what a lot of people predict this. This one was going to be close. We saw some other really exciting contests earlier today. York winning off a 47-yard kick. Nathan Walker,
A walk-off.
walk-off from
goal.
Walker after hitting a 50-yarder earlier in the game, 47 yards to seal it against the Ravens, and Ottawa getting things done against Waterloo. Guelph and Laurier ongoing as we speak. Waterloo.
Oh, nice. Stop him at the 9.
The special teams unit.
Special teams unit comes out big.
McMaster.
Yeah, it's been a balance. I would say on the special teams side of
Yes.
thing, Mac actually has had the upper hand so far.
So the Lancers will get things started. The 13-yard line, Kareem Cotton will come back out. With 9:36 left to go in this first half. So far today, he has thrown for 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, including a 75-yard completion, which is adding to that yard total as he gets another completion here for Kobe Ginn, who tries to cut towards the inside on first down. Won't get much.
Ginn was playing that number 1 on the wide side, and it's the standard hitch screen. Got a solid 8-yard gain. That's one thing. Those can be pretty dangerous if you can get the rock out to the wide side that quick. There's a lot of room in this Canadian field.
7 yards on that passing catch. Brings the ball up to the 20-yard line. Inside 9 minutes to go.
9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
17-10.
Windsor's at their 20-yard line.
Snap. Throws towards the middle of the field. And he's got another completion.
Caught into Ginn for another first down.
Pistol formation. Pass protection. Cotton is down with. Can't really see exactly what it would have happened.
Like he motioned towards a trainer, and he is down right now. Getting some water.
So does that mean that we'll see Josh Foulis getting warmed up there? The 4th-year senior hasn't seen much playing time. 4 games played in his career.
Of course, Nick Domofsky, the starter last year. And I thought it would be him returning as the starting quarterback. Certainly did not see Kareem Cotton moving from wide receiver back to quarterback here. But now he is down with injury. Domofsky did not dress, and looks like the Sarnia, Ontario native Josh Foulis might be coming in here as for some significant time. We'll see.
Well, if there is a delay,
Right.
i.e. what's happening right now,
You have to come out of the
you
game.
have to come out of the game. And I believe the rule, if it's the same as it was last season, is a 3-place minimum.
We saw that with Underhill going out with injury, and Master having to take him out, and Windsor connecting on a deep shot the very next play as Cotton comes out, and he is motioning on that right hand.
Cotton's injured for Windsor.
He's definitely wincing at that. So really excited to see what happens here with Josh Foulis.
Josh Goulis is now in the game for Windsor.
28, Windsor ball leading by a touchdown. 8:23 left to go first half. So at least a few plays here for Foulis as he will give it to his running back on this first down play, that's Delaney, who was the leading rusher last time out against the McMaster Marauders when these two teams played last year. Windsor rushing for nearly 300 yards in that game. No gain, a loss of 1, so second down and 11 from the 27. Domofsky still looking uncomfortable on this Windsor sideline as Foulis has some room to run, protecting that marker.
I believe you mean Kareem Cotton, not Domofsky.
Yes, Kareem Cotton. Still,
even Foulis right now is looking like he took a bit of a hit there. Well, he did take a bit of right under the chin. I didn't see that on the first real-time play. Shields is
everywhere.
A beast. He can literally play sideline to sideline. Yes.
So third down and 3. Windsor will punt.
Windsor's punting it from their 21.
Underhill and Yusuf back to return. Underhill will field it inside the numbers at the 40.
Underhill will field it from the 38.
Breaks one tackle
and take it up to the 53-54 of the McMaster side.
Eye of the Marauders.
They found a seam there in the open wide side of the field. Father, the special teams coordinator.
Right.
A big part, along with Cartier Shields, Isaiah Shields' father, with the Hamilton Junior Tiger Cats.
Looks like we have an injured Lancer down there on the field, and at halftime, we'll be showing a very special feature featuring Lucas Parisi and his time with the QB internship program, the Hamilton Tiger Cats. But all these quarterbacks getting the chance to try out with CFL clubs and practice with them, the QB internship program. A very distinguished group of quarterbacks getting this honor, and Lucas Parisi, one of those guys.
Tristan Aboud, Elijah Barnes, those are some big names. Jake Farrell that you hear across all of the buzz. And then Jeremy Fife, bottom right of your screen, Sherbrooke quarterback, was with the Alouettes internship. Both McMaster and Sherbrooke played against each other at Queens in Kingston halfway through for each. But it was really cool. And what I really like about that is that it gives them it gives the defenses actually a really good preseason look, the opposing defenses. So it wasn't a full game. It was a controlled scrimmage, so no hitting on the quarterbacks too. Really cool opportunity for these young men.
And getting a chance to take on a quarterback like Fife in practice, in preseason, getting those game reps, and McMaster looking to cut into this 7-point deficit, under 7 to go here in this first half.
McMaster is on their
Snap from the Marauder logo.
54.
Parisi
throws it deep.
Goes downfield
Incomplete at the 20-yard line.
For Nemeth down the field. And a couple of Lancers had a good read on that football, including Gibbs.
Yeah, Owen Gibbs was right back there from Oregon, Ohio, of all places.
So 2nd and 10.
At half. And I believe Ethan Travis was also back there from Essex, Ontario, the 4th-year player.
The OUA gets its wings through varsity partnerships like that with the OUA. Red Bull's mission to create and deliver memorable experiences for students throughout their academic journey. Dive into the world of Red Bull and visit redbull.com to learn more. As Horvat kicks away.
Looks like Horvat got his wings right there on a 9-yard gain.
Well, how lucky were they to get Michael Horvat back?
Sorry, that was Tan, I meant to say.
As Tan looks to be a little worse for wear there, stretching out that right leg, or left leg, sorry. Just be cramping up there as well. Remind you, every highlight reel catch, every highlight, every hard-hitting tackle, every game-changing touchdown, lock in your front row seat to the entire 2026 OUA football season, whether at home or on the go on OUA.tv and the OUA TV mobile app.
Pat Donovan, defensive coordinator, chewing out Malik George, the 6th-year player from Northern Collegiate Institute in Toronto. Very good football school in the public school system there in Toronto. And I've been the victim of a Pat Donovan reaming out many a times. He was my defensive coordinator at Concordia for a couple of years. Our head coach at the time was Mickey Donovan, his brother, who's now the special teams coordinator at the Toronto Argonauts, and the nice familial connection there. Brady Linster, obviously, from Windsor to now the Argos kicker. So, connection there.
As Horvat will kick away here and trying to...
Horvat kicks away, and it bounces out at the 4-yard line.
A coffin corner there.
As Nathan Gazzetti got his hands on it.
And still in the game is Josh Fowlis. So, still injured Kareem Cotton. It's a 17-10 game, one-score game with less than 6 minutes left in the quarter. So who knows? He might have called it for the quarter, for the half.
I'm looking on the sideline right now. I don't see number 4, so he might have just went down the tunnel. And
the tunnel's right there, so it's easy to slide in without anyone realizing. And then right on the inside there is the athletic therapy or athletic training room.
So Windsor starting deep in their own territory as Mumbo is chased down and eventually brought down by his shoes by Blake Williams.
Yeah, Williams with the shoestring tackle. It's Blake Williams, the fourth-year senior out of Burlington, Ontario, went to Dr. Frank J. Hayden. I trained at that field a couple times in my high school, my university days when I would go back to Burlington.
Still 17-10.
Gate around it.
Wavy Mumbo familiar to Hamilton.
Cotton's still not back in the game, and it's 5:20 left in the second quarter.
For the Argonauts against the Ticats.
And
another rush play here. This one.
McMaster gets Delaney in the backfield for maybe a loss of 2.
Ohio.
Yeah, Delaney studying business from Huron, Ohio.
Ryan Broom. The tackle there as place gets loud for the 2nd down and 9. Windsor on their own 18-yard line. Fowlis gets the snap, dumps off for Delaney, who takes a hard hit. There from Anthony Sestanovich coming up for the linebacker position.
Anthony Sestanovich, the Will linebacker. He's a 5th-year veteran and senior voice of the front 7. Direct quote from Steph Potasic. Stano, as they call him.
He is an electric player to watch on the defensive side of the ball, returning a lot of familiar faces. And this is a team that is really exciting fans across Hamilton. A lot of people are saying Mac is back. Right now they're in a 7-point hole here. They're playing much better. Little hot potato there.
4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Of note, there was no Underhill on the return team there. And in lieu of him, we see Ben Kingston with the, as you called it, the hot potato.
Yeah, well, he's the first year, and he's a return phenom coming out of high school, but
yeah,
maybe jitters.
Ryan. Yeah.
As we see another injury, unfortunate here in week number 1, we're seeing a lot of delays.
What I like here, the guys are embracing him. They can probably tell, he's a return phenom, as you mentioned. Jitters, first-year player.
Well, Carter Bladd and Luke Thalman, familiar faces from last year, joining the coaching staff. Bladd as a defensive assistant, Thalman as a offensive assistant, really working with Coach Jamie Barisi in that quarterback room alongside OC Coach Hopkins, as you take a look at some of their stats there. Thalman pursuing a degree in analytics, and he has logged every single snap of practice, really big into those analytics. As Barisi throws on
Barisi throws for a first down.
Over the middle. A big one here
And it's caught.
for Nathan Dankers, the tight end.
For Nathan Dankers, the tight
Most
end.
of last season with an injury. Came back with a fire lit under his rear, and he's been a missing part of that team. The offense, not just catching, but honestly, he's an extra blocker right there. He can take on the best DNs in the country, whether it be in the backfield or at the edge. The true H-back.
3 minutes on the clock here.
3:17
Master
or
would love to score
3:05
touchdown
left.
to end this first half. Another completion.
Another
This one for
completion
Dale, his first
down
of
to the
day.
30.
I like that.
It's gonna be another
cut by
first down, Mac.
Dale, the fourth-year player of Coquitlam, BC.
16-yard completion.
For
And
16
he
yards.
Put the brakes on, kind of like a screech right there, right there, and the momentum.
Deeks past Nick Garcia, or Marco Piccioni, excuse me.
I like that for the additional yards.
3-minute warning here at Ron Joyce Stadium.
3-minute warning
McMaster is driving
until
on
halftime.
the field right now. Lucas Parisi, who had 2 starts last year, making his first of this season, and getting better as this first half has gone along.
How
3
can
minute
I
warning here.
been so stupid not turn that
A
on?
nice breather. It was looking like Windsor was going to run away with this in the first half, but I'm really impressed with McMaster's grit and their ability to just stave off Windsor when they had the momentum.
It's been impressive. We're looking to catch the Marauders live. McMaster game days are a fun, family-friendly way to spend the day with affordable ticket options in a great atmosphere. You saw it right there with our shots from the stadium. Fans of all ages, get your tickets and all other for football and other Marauder home games at marauders.ca/tickets. Parisi gets the snap and
Breezy throws incomplete.
It may have been tipped, unless it was just one of those
it did look
dying ducks. It was a little wobbly off the hand, so who knows? We'll have to see it again. But if you can't make us make it to a game here on OUA TV, and you prefer, we'd love to see you in the stadium.
I'm biased, and I still think coming out to the game is better than watching us. So come to Ron Joyce.
Obviously.
2:51. Second down and 10 from the 30. Adams Yusuf in the backfield to the right of Barisi. Bankers remaining in as fullback as this is complete to Wismer right near that marker.
And heads up play to put it towards the sticks if they're trying to make a bit of a run here. You want to save some clock.
That brings them up to the 19-yard line. All the time he needs with Dankers in there. Yusuf's blocking as well.
I couldn't tell. It looked like Windsor was playing what's called match coverage, which is a very difficult form of coverage to play versus that of a standard zone or man. It's a bit of a mix of both.
Barisi goes, empty backfield here, and he gets a catch over the middle here.
It looks like Barisi is down. He took a hard hit.
Aiden Nemeth with the catch. 3-yard gain.
He's up. And also getting up gingerly was Christian Cote, who went to East West last year, the fourth-year senior from Toronto. Did a Football North. It's a preparatory school.
No protection there in the front. Got through. Has 3-yard gain there. 2.5 left to go in this first half.
Perfect field position.
Barisi gets the snap, looks to his right, and throws that way. He's got a catch for Wismer, trying to get towards the goalpost, and not going to be given a touchdown.
Did they give the signal?
Looked like he was stretching for it.
Looked really close.
Almost.
Needed 7 yards. Certainly got that. It'll be first and goal from the 4. Is where
first and goal from the 4.
Oh, his toe must have gone out.
Here's another look.
Maybe the edge of his foot. Right there towards the sticks, which you always want. Yeah, right there. Okay, really heads-up play. Not even going for the tackle with a strip there is number 49, Derek Anderson, the linebacker from New Hampshire. Just pushing him out of bounds.
Barisi pulls it back, throws towards the end zone. He's got a touchdown.
Wismer with the touchdown.
Barisi to Wismer to tie the game.
The backfield was probably going to be roughing the passer, but one right where the receivers would be, right where Wismer would be on the left-hand side of the screen.
After a 14-point run by the Windsor Lancers, McMaster looking to answer with a run of their own.
What I like is in this university, we still have the goalpost at the front of the end zone, and the CFL is changing that as of next year, but using that as a pick. So false start on the offense, so that will be called back.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
After a brief discussion, it will be no touchdown here.
No touchdown. That sucks.
Let's see.
A little bit of movement up front here.
I don't see it. I wondered which number exactly they called it on. Miscommunication on the defense. couple players running on and off. You can't see on the.
So, Funfish, this is actually OUA football, so think of Canada's NCAA.
Ball spotted on the 1. As we are in the late stages of this first half. McMaster scored the opening field goal. Windsor answers right back with 2 touchdowns.
And Coach Steph Task is not happy still with that false start call. There's been a handful of questionable calls here.
We saw a long punt return come back earlier in the game. Patasic was hot after that. And here's a phantom false.
Basically, same league. This is the same league as Queens.
Once again, as you saw in that replay there, Dankers brought in on
But
that additional.
I have Queens game on tomorrow. So tomorrow I have Guelph's and Laurier's game from today, the Carleton and York game today, and Queens and Toronto game from today. That's on tomorrow.
And he looks short.
The flag on the play would be indicative of a neutral zone infraction.
But there's a flag on the play.
Offside lined up that way. And I believe my gut was correct.
So false start taking away a touchdown earlier for Wismar. Ball spot at the 1, and
they'll replay the first down now. Offside on the defense.
Yeah.
Offside on defense, so it's 1st and goal.
Still 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the half.
Another chance for McMaster to punch this one in from the 1. Parisi under center.
Come on, Parisi. Nice. Let's go. Parisi ties it up. No, so Funfish, this is opening weekends. So regular season, the OUA just started today. This is the 2nd game I've done today.
Impressive stuff as he has a little conversation down there. Maybe getting the okay because he's taking a lot of big shots as Horvat will come on, try and tie this game up.
Mac just sealed the edge every single player. And then right there on the far edge was Adams Youssef really holding it.
Horvat is perfect.
And that's to the side of the rookies. Damian Sislo, Logan Fitzair. And then that's Dankers right there. And then obviously Youssef on the edge. Really well blocked.
Yeah, Youssef did a great job there.
Yeah, in film, I mean, we'll see what Windsor breaks that down.
So I have, from 1 o'clock today to next weekend, I have 25 live streams in a week.
And even potentially a jump again on the defense there right in the middle.
So Isidore,
outside of Dankers, how many guys can really
Cotton,
add to that O-line from the pass pro, and
who was wide receiver last year, turned to quarterback, left the game. He's the starting quarterback for Windsor. He left the game with a wrist injury.
For the 2nd time today.
However, he did throw a 75-yard touchdown before he left the game.
As Horvat punts away,
and Windsor returns it to the Windsor 32-yard line as the tracker's still broken.
Late stages of this first half, 2 minutes to go. And of course, we saw
So it still says it's the first quarter.
Go out with injury
It's
earlier on.
less than that. It's 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, 17-17.
He is the backup quarterback, 4th year out of Sarnia.
We'll see. They'll definitely be making adjustments in the half.
Funfish, what's funny is
Okay, there you go. We didn't even see him on the
So-
field. Now he's back for maybe the final drive of this first half. Hands off for Mumbo.
Cotton's back in the game, but they were stopped.
Big
It's
hold there from
2nd and 11, I think.
front.
So between this game and the Ottawa GG's game that I did earlier today,
Who knows?
all 4 teams are 1 for 5 on 3rd and 1, and
of 2 on that first down play. Windsor operating from the 33
no one
side of
can
35.
get the first down on 3rd and 1.
Windsor, or this McMaster defense has played strong. One breakdown and a couple unfortunate errors. Good starting position as this one is complete inside the numbers on this near side for Smith.
And Kant is back in the game, passes it to Smith. As McMaster is going to come back on the field to return it for 1:37 left in the second quarter.
Another chance to go down the field.
It's actually 3rd and 5. They got nothing.
Also fun finish. They won today, 4-3.
Saw some interesting 3rd down calls earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Most of which did not convert.
Windsor went for it a couple times. McMaster as well. As Underhill fields it, goes back outside the numbers. He'll be
Underhill rushes, returns it to the 45-yard
That
line.
we saw Underhill was not in, and he's back in.
Well, they got a lot of weapons. Kingston, I think, will be more of a factor. Maybe late in the season.
Fun fish. Did you? I don't know if you have OUA TV. Have you seen the one guy on Windsor? The guy, I've never seen a bigger offensive lineman. The guy's 6'5", 380 pounds.
We've seen Yusuf back there before.
So from the 43 is where Lucas Parisi will get things started. After a bit of a shift.
Yeah, so I'm doing the Guelph Laurier game tomorrow at 10. And then the game after that will be the Queens and Toronto game. I think that's...
Game tied.
Oh, no, that's 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Sun
Okay, so I got to do the...
lights out. And Yusuf with the gap here on this near side. Broke through and takes it across the 55.
So that will be 7 tomorrow night.
DB, for
Not earlier in the day.
Windsor. Just bounced it out and
As I thought.
And when he sees open field, very evasive.
That fridge leg number 72.
Marauders with it.
I like this cheerlead chant. They were just saying 1st and 10 something or other.
They've been good all game, leading the chance as Parisi drops back, couple steps and completes for Dankers on this first.
Bruzy
down play.
Dankers for second down.
A loss of 1 on the play.
On a loss of 1, so it's 2nd and 11
Down
for Mac.
by Derek Anderson, the linebacker. Been all over the field, actually. Will Backer. And good read by Anderson.
After this game's over, we're going to be doing the Toronto Sask game that's on right now.
Simple out.
Just because both these games started at 7, so McMaster trumps Toronto.
Inside the final minute now, 2nd down and
Just
11
saying.
for McMaster. Parisi gets the snap, got a completion, and then it was fumbled for a second, and then won't be a catch there for Mazin Chucic, as maybe it just hit him too squarely, and it bounced right off of him.
Refrigerator Perry, defensive
Little
tackle.
zip drill to himself.
Chicago
That
Bears,
looked
gotcha.
dangerous as there was a Lancer.
Gotcha.
They call that a catch.
And they did call that a catch.
But still not enough. Better than an interception, though, right? Bobbling it up in the air to someone else.
So a couple of those nerves from the rookies so far. The first years are going to play a big part in this McMaster Marauders season here in 2025-26.
46 seconds left to go
Coach
in the
Parisi
second
has
quarter.
become a go-to guy for Parisi. Can't make the play there, and Windsor now will receive inside the final 35. Horvat with another picture-perfect punt.
The best punter statistically in the country.
Pins Windsor deep in their own territory.
You know what? Would not surprise me if he ended up in the CFL next year.
Master. I mean, obviously, you want to see your fellas thrive in the pros and live out their pro dreams and make money.
And we also learned about his brother as well.
Yes.
Coach Potasic says is challenging and threatening for his spot on the team.
As a kicker specifically, as opposed to the punting position.
Right. Yeah,
so an interesting potential 1-2 punch. I wonder if we'll see that in the season, depending on personnel, right?
I haven't watched the game. I'm watching it after this.
It'd be a cool story.
The Toronto game. I mean, Funfish, if you think about it, Saskatchewan's missing half their offense and their two best secondary players.
Out of bounds.
Appears to be enough for a first down, but he was smart. He took it out of bounds to pause the clock. And the chains will move. 27 points.
Got a first down. 27.2 seconds left in the second quarter.
Windsor electing to push this ball down the field with only limited time left, deep in their own territory. We'll see what they do here. Cotton driven back, has to escape pressure, and nearly Underhill was in the area.
That's the risk that you run, not just like taking a knee and letting it run down when you're this deep in your own territory. If that was intercepted, you could take that back in real time, if not get a minimum 3 points out of it. I don't know. What is it? 2nd and 10. If I'm Windsor, take a knee and let the clock run down.
21.4 on the clock. It's like that is what they will do here is Cotton will get the snap. They'll throw it to his left, and he's got a completion. And
inbounds too.
Inbounds, so instead of punting away, they'll just throw it and try and kill the clock that way.
But the thing is, Funfish, they may have the second most wins, but they won't.
They are bringing the punt unit on.
They
and walking off somewhat gingerly, unless it's more of an emotional thing.
Actually, technically, they won't have the second most wins because Edmonton has more wins than them.
Honestly,
maybe second most wins in the East, but not in the league overall.
Tell him to keep his head up, you know? Yeah, it's so early in the game, so early in the season. But he looks like he's in some pain.
We saw him go off earlier.
We all know that Toronto's going to lose in the playoffs.
The backup QB.
Beautiful Saturday night here in Hamilton. Weirdly humid, actually.
It is super humid.
Team's not folding or anything, the owners already said.
So 13 seconds left to go as that one
goes.
Was
that like a 14-yard punt?
Went into the parking lot.
14-yard punt. What kind of punt is 14 yards?
It went off of his foot super awkwardly. McMaster is in Mac field goal territory now with 11.2 seconds left. This is a blunder. This is a clock mismanagement.
11.2 seconds left, and you punt 14 yards?
Top that fence so quick to get that football.
Like Spider-Man over there. Marauder man over there.
Nearly got run over by a security vehicle back there.
Well, that was actually Van Wilder's vehicle. That wasn't security.
So you could go for like one quick play and a field goal
right
to go into halftime.
And that's the risk you run. And late here in this first half, another shot for Lucas Barisi. Rolls out to his right, and we'll just throw this one out of bounds.
This time not in the parking lot, although close. Are they 6.3 seconds left? Do you go for it, or do you bring your kicking unit on? And they are. Oh, my goodness. This is game mismanagement by Windsor. And what looked like Windsor was going to run free with it in the middle of the first quarter. They may actually be down.
So the score is 17-17 with 6.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Tracker's still broken, so I don't have it up at the top. Windsor punted for 14 yards, and now Mac's going to kick a field goal.
5 yards.
It was wide.
Right.
Wow, it was wide right.
He does miss it. Does go to that right side. And it's fielded out of the end zone. And that's how this first half will end.
Wow.
Crazy half.
And we're tied. It's essentially a 0-0 game now to start the second half.
It was.
I don't even know what to think about these two OUA games that I've watched so far.
Late after that errant punt, and 17-all is where we stand.
I honestly don't get it. I don't.
Feature coming up at halftime, featuring our very own Lucas Barisi talking about his time at the Cats camp. So make sure you stay tuned for that. It is a fun one going on here at Ron Joyce Stadium as we continue to bring you McMaster Marauder football here on OUA TV and 93.3 CFMU.
Hi, I'm Lucas Barisi. I'm a second-year student at McMaster University, and I'm participating in the CFL QB internship program for this summer. I'm excited for the opportunity to work with such like-minded people. Being able to work with Coach Scott and JB and Bo, Trey, and Jake, they're all amazing people and they're competitors. I love the atmosphere in the room, and I've learned.
I don't know. It's a Marauder. I don't know what a Marauder is.
Future CFL Hall of Famer, going into his 14th year. He's a student of the game. He knows everything top down. And Trey Ford as well, being a U Sports quarterback, being the Heck Right winner. He has a lot of experience.
Marauder is a person or animal that roams from place to place to attack, raid, steal, or destroy. It's funny because it says person or animal.
It's unbelievable experience, man.
It's an. I don't know why they would say McMaster Eagles.
My community, my family, and my city. So I'm trying to take this right now one step at a time, and then just do my best.
So fun fish. I got a question for you.
And, learn as much as possible.
You said that you're a Golden Gales
that's an honor. It's something I grew up dreaming about. And now
fan.
I'm here, so,
who should we be looking out for tomorrow? Is the question.
Goal for sure. These guys are perfectionists, man. They go out 100%.
As they go fill up my cup.
Mentality. And I'm just super blessed to be a part of the small chapter of this team for their Grey Cup journey, man. So receivers 1 through 12, every receiver here is off the charts, man. They're phenomenal players, phenomenal people. Yeah, it's really just a blessing and an opportunity to be here and just to learn from these guys, man. I'm going to be coming in to camp for MAC in August, and I'm going to be feeling really confident about my style and about all the concepts I've learned, and hopefully me and Coach P can merge up some concepts that we like, and we can get forward and get back to winning games.
Yeah, get back to winning games.
Did you not check Bosco Teams app?
Mm.
Okay, come on over. Here.
Gotcha.
10:20 a.m. Friday. Check
You know what, though? I'm actually quite surprised that this...
brings real value under $4, not bagels.
So it's interesting that this game's 17-17, because at the beginning of the game, they said that Windsor led the team with 32 sacks last year and 17 interceptions by their secondary. And tracker's still broken. Because Barisi is throwing more than 19 yards. That's how I know it's broken. Maybe I'm just breaking it because I've watched 2 games today, or a game and a half. And the tracker earlier, I will say, didn't break until the third quarter.
Come on, Rover. I said go. Silly dog. Red Bull gives you wings. We have many voices
from different cultures,
different communities,
and different lived experiences.
But in sport,
we show up as one.
we wear different colors.
We speak different languages.
but we rise together.
Against hate.
We celebrate our unique identities.
We honor where we come from.
And we use our platform
To stand,
Speak and pray for change.
Because we are not alone.
We are united.
we listen to each other.
We uplift every voice.
We lead with respect. We move forward together.
We rise as one. We are one.
We are one.
We are one.
You know what? Since it's halftime, I want to go watch or listen to. Where are they? Ticats PR. Let's listen to what Milanovic has to say since it's halftime.
Scott, I know you wanted to see urgency this week from your guys. Where was that level from your point of view?
Well, I mean, we had a lead in the fourth quarter. We weren't able to finish it off, so I wasn't thrilled with our mood at halftime, but we picked it up and played better in the second half.
Trey said he wanted to convert some of those drives into touchdowns instead of field goals. Was it more so the Stamps D, or you guys maybe lack of execution?
Probably both.
Game of inches, there were a couple plays go either way.
Well, yeah, you can't get stopped on second and two. You can't lose yards, right, on second and two on inside zone. Offensively, it starts there. I think we had 3 runs that lost yards and put us in second long against the team. Extra long, you can't be in second extra long against. We played a half of football on defense, and we took penalties on special teams.
Wow. Short and sweet. Let's see. Hired to be a fan in university football when most players lost like 3. I mean, there's some MAC players that are in like their 5th year, so I guess it all depends on what it is. Okay, let's see what Trey Ford has to say. Oh, I just want to play, not the volume.
Some of those drives in the second half, just what came up short in your opinion in that second half of the drives?
Yeah, I mean, we had the turnover, which was nice. We were able to score a touchdown off of that, but again, a lot more, I think, 2 and outs. We had a couple. Again, we didn't really score any other touchdowns other than one off the interception. I think we had another, field goal or 2, so we just weren't finishing drives.
Was it the heat that they were bringing? Did you feel you guys might have been disconnected? How did you look at it from that point of view?
No, I mean, they're a good defense. I think, I'm looking back, I know I missed a throw to Mitch on the sideline there, which would have, put us in a good situation to maybe score a touchdown right again or walk away with another 3, but taking more time off the clock. Yeah.
A little bit of it looked like you had established Larry there for a while, and then that sort of didn't transpire in the second.
Yeah, I think, when you get into running situations, even though the defense is knowing you're going to run the ball, you have to be able to execute it and be able to run the ball, right? We got to get 2nd and 2 there. I think that was super, super crucial for us there.
Going into Labor Day, Trey, just your sense of the group and where it's at right now, because these are the important games, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously after a loss, you're flustered, right? So I think there's a lot of emotion going on in the locker room, but we got a good group of guys. We're going to bounce back.
Better hope so. Better hope so, Trey. Better hope so. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Every moment matters. See it all live or on demand, only on OUA.tv.
2, 1.
Good, Ricky. Good, Josh. Good, KD. Good.
Wait, Eric, what time is the game tomorrow?
Did you not check Basketball Teams app?
2.
Okay, come on over. Here. 10:20 a.m. Friday.
Stay connected. Both still teams.
Wendy's everyday value menu brings real value under $4, not bagels. You're talking fresh Canadian beef, not muffins. This is real Canadian chicken. Your faves all under $4 every single day.
Sammy Richard says, let's go Windsor. Listen, it's 17-17 at half. Just waiting for the tracker to finally get caught up because the tracker's not right.
Come on. Rover, I said go.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Silly dog. Red Bull gives you wings.
We have many voices from different cultures, different communities,
And different lived experiences. But in sport,
we show up as one. We wear different colors. We speak different languages.
But we rise together
Against hate.
we celebrate our unique identities.
We honor where we come from.
And we use our platform to stand.
Speak and pray for change.
Because we are not alone.
We are united.
We listen to each other.
We uplift every voice.
We lead with respect. We move forward together.
We rise as one. We are one.
We are one.
We are one.
We are one. So, Cotton threw a 75-yard touchdown to Jin on a play. It was so Cotton's gotten 2 touchdowns to Martin and Jen. And what else do I have here? Martin, Jen, and then a field goal, which is 17. Right? Yeah. So 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Every moment matters. See it all live or on demand, only on OUA.tv.
Good, Ricky. Good, Austin. Good, KD. Good.
Wait, Eric, what time's the game tomorrow?
You don't check Bosco Teams app? Okay, come on over. Here. 10:20 a.m. Friday.
Yeah.
Check the app, man.
Wendy's everyday value menu brings real value under $4, not bagels. You're talking fresh Canadian beef, not muffins. This is real Canadian chicken. Your faves all under $4 every single day.
Minute left in halftime. When they're going to really have a good team. I've been watching them practice and training camp and at the train. So what's interesting, Sammy, is I didn't realize Cotton went from wide receiver to quarterback. And then also Cotton had injured his wrist in the game, so he was out for, I want to say, majority of the second quarter. Ooh, we're actually going to get a working ticker for the halftime. Finally caught up. Really? He's only... Oh, well, he's rushed for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. See what the second half brings. I don't think 109 is his longest. He never ran a whole field. Sorry to say.
Welcome back to Hamilton.
Sorry to say.
The site for the nightcap here on day one of the
Under the lights at Mac.
We are tied at 17 between McMaster and Windsor. So right where we started, tied, as we have 2 more quarters to play. Saw everything in that.
Windsor's kicking it off to Mac in the second half, and Windsor's going from left to right.
OUA TV and CFMU 93.3.
And tight games all around the league. We'll get into that next stoppage.
Yeah, a couple of barn burners today, including this one. We hope close after 2 quarters of play. Windsor kicking.
McMaster catches it at their 10-yard line.
As Matthew Gale tries for some extra yardage here
to possibly the 27, 28-yard line.
So that is where Lucas Parisi and this Marauder offense will.
There we go. Windsor, Alex Patrionis kicks off for 90 yards to Max 10. Underhill returns it for 18 yards to the 28-yard line. So I don't know what OUA's rules are as far as showing games on YouTube. I know you can do highlights. I don't know what their rules are of showing a full game, because I had to pay for the OUA TV subscription. Tan rushes for 1 yard loss to the MAC 27. Derek Anderson with the tackle.
Yeah, after that, Windsor went on in the first quarter, went on a 17-0 run.
Yeah, 17-3, and then McMaster answers right back, scoring 14 consecutive points of their own, and then late field goal as Parisi just over the hands on this near side.
Parisi throws incomplete.
For Madsen Chucic.
So it's going to be third and 11 from the McMaster 27.
There's so much time for the DBs to make up ground, and it's almost sometimes not even worth it. Plus, like that's a long throw. That's like a 40-yard throw past a pass across the field.
Tyler Hunter, one of the
wow.
Another huge play on special teams.
McMaster goes to punt the ball. The Windsor number 22 catches it on the Windsor 40, fumbles the ball, and McMaster regains the ball off of the fumble. So Conton is 7 for 11 for 141 and 2 touchdowns. But he missed half of the second quarter, so I'm surprised they don't have the backup stats in yet.
Windsor was going to run away with it.
So they'll take over from the 39-yard
So McMaster's going to take over from the 39-yard line. Defensive pass interference on Windsor.
On the play, as that one was intended for Wismer.
That will be an obvious pass interference.
So it was a pass intended to Wismer, but it's pass interference.
Shikuna. It's just part of the game. That's very clearly a pass interference, intention or not. So there's been some questions.
Man, some of these refs
and that was not one of them.
makes you wonder, like, if some of these refs just like I'm in my 60s, I have nothing else better to do, but let's go ref university football. So 17 yards to the Windsor 24. And Dylan Simpson did not make the pass, just FYI.
Kalen Tan in the backfield, stays into block. Parisi throws over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Breezy throws incomplete.
A little overthrown. The intended receiver there was Mazin Kucic again.
Kucic was the unintended receiver.
Some pressure, though. I'll give them that. There was definitely pressure off the edge from Windsor. And they're known for this front seven. They led the league. Not just
So 2nd and 10 at
in sacks last year. And they have
the Windsor 24.
That front seven.
Jenkers remains in as at fullback to the left of Parisi.
So I'm actually from Hamilton.
As Parisi will go that way. Once he receives
Ooh, almost sacked. And he gets sacked anyways. I would say I'm probably
some superheroes playing a game of high school basketball. It's the way that he dodged.
about a half an hour drive from Ron Joyce Stadium.
Down the 3rd year at Stony Creek. So 3rd down and 20. We'll see.
3rd and 20. Sacked.
Within Horvat's range, and I think I know the answer to that question.
Sacked for a 10-yard loss. 3rd and 20.
Right before the half, we did see a field goal just wide right, almost in this exact same spot.
Yep.
A little bit further.
So they're going to go 3rd and 20 from the 4.
Hold the hold. Of course, Everett Reed was the old reliable kick holder last year. As this one is up and through. 45-yarder for Horvat.
McMaster. They opened.
Where are they getting these players' names from?
Then Windsor went on a 17-0.
Lyles did not kick the field goal. It was Horvat.
How will Windsor return the favor?
So it's 20-17 for Mac. 11:57 left in the 3rd.
In Kareem Cotton, if you're just logging in at halftime right now, Kareem Cotton a transfer. And what we have here is the rushing attack here from Windsor. Sorry. The rushing attack here from Windsor last year was 5th in the OUA. They had a pretty abysmal pass game in the last year. So they relied on their rushing, and that was led by Wegby Mambo, who went to East West last year, and then also played with the Argos. 2 touchdowns with the Argos earlier this year. That's the Toronto Argonauts of the CFL.
Including one not far from here.
Against the Cats.
Kawashan rushes for 3 yards to the Windsor 38.
Has nothing on Ron Joyce.
Jacob Petrangelo
From the 38.
It has nothing on
with the tackle. So 2nd and 7.
Exactly. We've been a traditionalist.
As Kareem Cotton goes for the short throw. The flats there, and they not enough for that first down. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Kareem Cotton, I was about to say earlier, is a Northwestern State of Louisiana.
I think it's going to be short
Played on the Windsor Lancers last year. This is a wide receiver.
for Windsor. I think number 71 for Windsor is the injured Lancer on the field.
But whether it be high school as a quarterback or Northwestern State of Louisiana, quarterback, running back, receiver, all over the map, just a pure athlete, came into the game on fire, lighting it up. Edged out of the previous starter, Nick Demoxky.
So Cotton's over at the bench, so Lancers must be kicking or punting the ball, sorry.
Listed as the wide receiver on his roster. We had a nice call with them and didn't give us any indication of who might be starting at quarterback. And next time I'm preparing for a roster, I'm going to be looking very deep to see if anyone else has some quarterbacking experience, because I was unaware of Mr. Cotton's abilities, but Windsor is not, and they have all the faith that he is their guy here in 2026 over Domofsky, and right now they are in a 3-point hole.
And obviously ahead of Josh Foulis, too.
Right.
Josh Foulis, the backup today, ahead of Domofsky. That being said, we spoke to J.P. Cercelli on Thursday morning, right? Thursday?
Yes.
And he...
3rd and 3 for Windsor.
Nothing of sorts. Definitely is cards close.
Windsor's coming to punt from the 28-yard line.
Right.
Ooh, and they run a fake.
3 yards to go, and they got it.
More than enough. And it was a direct snap to the upback, number 44. And that's
Windsor runs a fake punt and gets the first down. Interesting.
Ontario. So nonchalant about it, too.
Yeah.
And a nice lead block by the other upbacks. You got the first down right there, and then about another...
Noah Baldwin rushes for 12 yards to the Windsor 54.
I mean, if you're going to do it anywhere, you're going to do it in the middle of the field.
So the first trick play here of the football season for these two teams, and it pays off. We'll take over here right near the 55-yard line, just shy of it. And a big run here from Mumbo. Can they get him down? They will.
Mumbo rushes for 17 yards to the MAC 39-yard line. Sean Underhill with the tackle.
Down Mumbo, who was barreling downfield.
Mumbo running downhill like a speeding freight train, went across field, picking up momentum as he was going. And he had a first down plus another 8 or so.
It's a gain of 16 yards on that first down play, and they'll go to their back again.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to pound the rock right now, punish the D-line of McMaster a little bit.
Our great producer, Jamie Tan, just showed the rushing statistics of this Windsor Lancers offense, and a little bit of foreshadowing. We didn't see the explosive play yet from Mumbo, but that's what he's capable of doing as they get 3 yards on that first down play. 2nd down and 7 incoming.
Yeah, Mumbo last year had 9.2 yards average per carry, and another few returning players.
Ryan
Delaney
taking down Cotton there. Sorry to cut you off, man.
No, returning Delaney, part of that. And
Cotton rushes for no gain at the 35. Ryan Broomy with the tackle. So it's 3rd and 7 at the McMaster 35.
There you go. The one to watch. The guy
the
waiting in the wings.
Yep.
And Cotton took another big shot.
Yeah, he's been getting punished.
Look, Ryan Broom is not a small man.
Yeah, what is he, 6'2", 235?
So Windsor will look to try a field goal here. And this one is 42 yards.
42 yards, and it's
wide left.
Wide left.
And Underhill will field it out of the end zone. He's still going.
Oh.
The 40 inside the number.
Oh.
He's still going.
Oh.
He's got a block.
Underhill, come on.
He's still going.
Underhill returns the field goal for a touchdown.
He's got green grass for a touchdown. Underhill.
Underhill just ran the full field.
115-yard touchdown. And the blocking, the cutoff blocks right near the catch, the reception, and then the wall of Marauders along the sideline. Underhill actually more of a 120-yard touchdown there.
And I don't think there's a cooler feeling for special teams coordinator Rob Underhill than watching this.
Rob
This
Underhill.
boy taking it all the way back for a touchdown. Exactly what McMaster ordered. Explosive play on special teams. 26-17. PAT incoming.
And I think they officially have that listed at a 120-yard run back touchdown. Yeah, nothing cooler. I mean, to see your son do that, you're the special teams coordinator. And we saw there was at least 2 punt returns where Underhill was actually not on earlier in the first half.
Well, he was down with injury earlier on, had to take a couple snaps off. Was favoring something, and right back into the game and making a huge impact.
Yeah, that blocking, Matt couldn't have blocked that up any more perfectly. Obviously, you can't take away from Sean Underhill's speed.
47.
It looked like he gained speed as he was going in that straightaway. But the blocking right at the near the end zone, like the veer blocks.
115
Then
yards.
just a wall. You literally draw it up as a wall, and it's referred to in film as the wall. And you
So I'm gonna
saw it.
change
There was
that.
guys up and down the sideline, just a whole flock
Got
of
someone
Marauders
here
throughout.
edits.
Underhill had a wall. He had a force field going all the way down that football field. And right beside that McMaster Marauder sideline too, as Horvat puts it up and through 27-17. It started off great, a field goal, and then it got a little bit scary. A big run for Windsor, 17 unanswered points to take a 17-3 lead. But right now, it is 27-17. What an answer back by McMaster, led by this. What jobs on special teams done by all those McMaster Marauder players, including Wes McLennan. That great final block.
Let's go.
Allowing Underhill to race into the end zone. And the fans are on their feet here for the home opener.
Smiles all around. And Windsor, the interesting thing is Windsor, like, this is a must-win because they play Western and Laurier next.
Ooh, Windsor plays Western and Laurier next. So they could potentially start their season 0-3.
If you start 0-1, it gets super
So
scary.
McMaster, Laurier, Western, Waterloo, Toronto, York, Queens, and then week 8 bye, and then
I
Guelph.
think they definitely have to get one of those, hoping to get both. If they want to be hosting a playoff game down the road, Queens is really tough. Of course, they took care of them in the regular season, but Queens had the upper hand in the playoffs. Guys, yes. Underhill, have your moment.
And Shields.
The two coaches' sons who are two of the most important players on the team. Cartier Shields, of course, Isaiah's dad. Rob Underhill has been a fixture on this McMaster coaching staff for years.
And both within the Hamilton football community.
Yeah. As Windsor will look to answer back, they'll return this one up to the 30-yard line. 7:49 left to go in this third quarter. McMaster 27, Windsor 17.
Mac up by 10 with 7:49 left in the third quarter.
CFMU, another season of McMaster Marauder football will bring you all the home games.
Michael Horvat kicks off for 57 yards to Windsor 8. Nathan Guzzetti returns for 21 yards to Windsor 29. Kareem Cotton pass incomplete to Tyson Clark.
Will look to load up downfield and just out of the reach of Tyson Clark, the wide receiver.
Just out of reach.
The rookie out of Whitby. Clarkson Secondary School. Couldn't wrangle that one in as Cotton overthrow. Brings up a second down and 10. Cotton 8 for 13 today with 145 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. He's been sacked once, went down with injury earlier on. Gets the snap here, throws over the middle.
Ooh, Cotton throws incomplete.
Really picked off in and out of the hands of
To
Ginn,
Ginn.
and right there was Mr. Underhill.
Connected with Ginn a handful of times this game.
Yeah,
Mr. Underhill almost had that interception.
Which is a little overthrown.
So it's 3rd and 10.
take away here, 7:12 left to go.
Yeah, Ginn's listed at 5'10".
3rd and 10 from the Windsor 29-yard line.
A little too high.
So after that huge return,
Just under 7 minutes left in the third quarter. See what McMaster has to deal up with this time around.
Kingston will field this one. That's back towards the inside. He is electrifying.
Oh,
He
wow.
finds some space on this far side, outside the numbers, and he's still going. Taken out of bounds on the 45 Windsor side.
This Underhill special team
Rico
unit is really showing out in the second half.
A. Bellison punts 36 yards to Mac 45. Ben Kingston returns it for 22 yards to Windsor 43-yard line.
Trip on special teams, unable to field the punt, but great recovery and a huge return for the rookie Ben Kingston. Masters will start from the 43-yard line after a 22-yard run back. Another delay here, under 7 minutes left to go.
What 2 games so far that I've seen?
You know who we love here?
We love OUA partners, whether providing resources, officiating games, or telling stories. The OUA would like to extend a sincere thank you to all of their tremendous partners who help keep university sport across Ontario on the rise.
We have the T-shirt gun out off your screen, but getting the fans in the stands on their feet.
T-shirt gun, wow.
I guess they call it a cannon.
Game ops, fun time here at McMaster University for any sport you come to watch, whether it's the volleyball team or basketball teams, or the Burridge gym. Burridge, after, of course, Arthur Burridge. Ron Joyce Stadium, named after, of course, Ron Joyce. As we're inside 7 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Breezy fields a high.
Breezy throws a wide open pass.
Who was able to get past one tackle before he's taken into the turf there.
For a first down for Mac.
Harrison Daly. That's another first down here for McMaster.
Breezy throws to Sean Weismer for 12 yards to Windsor 31. Harrison Daly with the tackle. First and 10 from the Windsor 29.
Was able to find the gap.
14 yards, first and 10 from the 29, inside 6 minutes. McMaster with a 10-point advantage. Breezy fields a low snap, and he'll
Breezy throws
over the middle for Nathan Dankers.
to Nathan Dankers.
Injuries came back with a vengeance. He's been all over the map, blocking, running.
Lucas Breezy. So it's for 6 yards to Windsor 23, so 2nd and 4. Derek Anderson with the tackle.
Brother's on the team now too, and his sister, I believe, just graduated from the women's basketball team. I don't know if she has another year left.
Dankers, yeah.
Lucas Breezy throws incomplete to Sean Weismer. Don't do this to me, OUA. Come on.
Vengeance. He's been all over the map, blocking, running, special teams.
Try this again.
Catching.
Two very skilled tight ends in this game. Mateo Trifon for Windsor. Nathan Denkers, the hometown boy.
Brother's on the team now too. And his sister, I believe, just graduated from the women's basketball team. I don't know if she has another year left.
Field goal. Michael Horvat, field goal. 30-17. This will catch up.
Win the game by Walker. And
30-17. 4:56 left.
Fourth quarter, under a minute left. We're 33-28. 33-28 final. We just got official announcement of. And that's probably not a surprising one. We knew it was going to be a pretty close matchup.
And a big congratulations to Todd Galloway, his first win as a head coach in the OUA. Of course, former McMaster Marauder offensive coordinator. As Cotton has got a man down field. Completion to number 1, Kobe Ginn.
Kobe Ginn.
That's a great drive starter right there.
Yeah, we've seen Ginn's name all up and down the box score sheet. Right near the center line.
Cotton passes to Kobe Ginn for 17 yards to Windsor 52.
Shotgun here, handoff from Mumbo, who goes to his left. It's outside the numbers and took a big hit before he's taken out of the bounds, but the McMaster Marauder player took more of the brunt of that hit.
Looks like it's just a standard inside zone. We'll take a look.
It's Juan Vasquez down with injury.
A standard inside zone.
Vasquez down with an injury.
Get off me, he says. A little Eastquake-esque.
We did see the big man, Brett Miller, 6'5", 380, was getting up gingerly.
As was Vasquez, who's still down after Mumbo stiff-armed him to the ground.
Mumbo rushes for 2 yards to Windsor 54.
It's like that right ankle, some discomfort. Putting any weight on that right leg. Don't want to speculate, but he is off right now.
Oh, and coming off is in fact Brett Miller. So Vasquez and Miller, both the recipients of something.
Vasquez was a game time decision coming in, and Miller, extremely important piece. So out for a few plays. 4:02, second down and 8. Cotton goes right up the middle, and he's taken down.
Taken down from behind in the jersey tackle. He had a lot of room in front of him.
Caught with the tackle for 5 yards.
Tackle, 6'5".
Palmer with the tackle, so it's going to be 3rd and 3.
I believe he pursued him from behind and just out-muscled him at the back of his jersey. Wow. It's a strong ball.
Cotton's still down.
Cotton's been taking a beating.
Yeah, Trainer is out on the field.
Gotta feel bad for the guy. This is the third time we've seen this, and each time he looks to be in more and more discomfort.
Saw the throwing hand earlier on, the right hand. Now it looks like the right leg stretched out right now.
I mean, from a season standpoint, the fact that you do have Demovsky as your third stringer, and he was your starter and East West quarterback last year.
Fullness looks like he's coming back into the play.
Bullish on Cotton.
BioSteel is making it easier to manage your sport with the free BioSteel team app. Keep your schedule, team communications, roster, and more all in one place. Search BioSteel Teams in the App Store or Google Play and get your team signed up today. BioSteel Teams, built for teams, backed by BioSteel. Marco Piccioni, the third-year linebacker out of Guelph. As Kareem Cotton is still down, and that's the backup QB. This is the second time today that he's been tossing around the football on the sideline, getting ready, getting warm.
I don't like that no sock.
It is interesting there from.
But the gold cleats are something else.
Oh,
Yes.
Cotton is now
I don't
limping.
expect to see him back in the game. He's in a lot of it.
Reeling.
Don't expect to see the starting quarterback for Windsor back in this game. Dealing with what could be an ankle, leg injury.
Getting some assistance.
Fullest backup quarterback for Windsor is now in the game.
Like he'll have the starting duties for the rest of this game.
I mean, I would be extremely surprised if we see Cotton back. I would also think that it would be a dumb coaching decision.
He's brought back to the sideline. Fowlis will take over as it looks like Windsor's going to be going for it on 3rd down and 3. Down by 13 points. This one tipped and is it brought to the ground?
There was a nice second effort by the Windsor receiver, 18 on your screen. Sorry, 19 on your screen, Isaiah Valderchin.
Fallis throws incomplete to
Saskatoon Hill
Matteo
last team.
Triffin.
The first-year player. The Hilltops, a perennial championship team out of the Prairie Football Conference in the CJFL. Not enough teams are recruiting out of the CJFL. It's a primarily just Can West team.
So Windsor did not get it on 3rd down.
So Master takes over on downs. 3 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Barisi feels the pressure, throws downfield, and he's got a completion.
Coming in hot was Dylan Simpson, the linebacker. Full speed, couldn't get the shoestrings.
Lucas Barisi throws to Shane Weismer for 9 yards to Windsor 50.
Just missed.
Just short of the line to gain. 2nd down and 1. Another injury down there on the field. Another Windsor Lancer down in pain.
Another Windsor Lancer injured on the field.
Who's on the pursuit, the 4th-year D lineman out of North Little Rock, Arkansas, and he went to Arkansas Tech. That being said, I was talking with Murray Drinkwalter earlier today, and an extremely long first half due to a lot of these injuries and some penalty calls.
Windsor had 35 sacks. McMaster had 21.
Christian Chukwali, the McMaster Rookie of the Year last year, top 2 teams in sacks last season. Windsor with 35, and Mac in 2nd with 21.
2nd down and 1 as McMaster can't get 1 yard.
McMaster can't get that 1 yard, so they're going to come on and punt the ball away.
Weird outcomes on these 2nd and 1s and 3rd and 1s. Saw a number of these throughout the game so far that could not convert. At least, we don't have the stat in front of us, but at least I want to say 4 or 5, probably 5 now.
We've seen some positive things from the McMaster offense, but overall it's been a little choppy, a little inconsistent.
I mean, you can say that for both teams.
Yes. Or they're the McMaster Marauder team. We like to focus on our hometown squad. As Windsor will look to get something going here on special teams. Nathan Gazzetti.
Looks like there's probably going to be a no yards call.
Here's another look.
So looking at Maddie's picks.
So it'll only be 5 yards. It's almost sometimes better if it's off a bounce to just go for it and take the 5-yard penalty. When there's no bounce, if it's directly into the receiver's hands, it's 15 yards, so definitely not worth it. But off the bounce, just
so it's no yards for McMaster.
Because there's a lot more bad, i.e. touchdown.
So it's 2:20 left in the 3rd quarter. And Windsor's down by 2 scores. Well, 13 points. Might as well say 2 scores.
A whole lot of experience as Delaney will rush on 1st down.
So Maddie's picks have
2-minute mark of this 3rd quarter. No gain or 3-yard gain on that 1st down play.
games become a lot
CFL
more
guys'
tremendous
picks are in. Okay, so let's
in the
see.
backfield.
Ethan Jordan, Jackson Finley, both picked Waterloo.
Blitz. Adam Grant,
Salas Hubert,
size,
AJ Allen,
getting aggressive.
pick 6 Athletics. Taylor Algersma, Ferdinand, and Jack Kassar each picked Ottawa.
On a very obvious pass down, we see them dropping Christian Chakwale into the hole from that DN position. So he's very versatile.
No one picked
They'll have him
McMaster to
playing
win
obviously
this
that
week.
rush end position.
Interesting.
They'll have him dropping into the hole where the backer would usually be, and they might even bring the backer for a blitz or have him drop into a deeper coverage once again on these very obvious pass downs. That was obviously a completion. Now it's once again yet another 3rd and 1.
Well, this was a fun one so far. Under the lights, and MAC Homecoming is going to be an absolute show as well. Mark your calendars for MAC Homecoming on Saturday, September 19th, as the Marauders take on the Laurier Golden Hawks. Arrive for the pregame fan fest and join us as we honor legendary Marauders head coach Greg Marshall before kickoff. The first 300 fans receive a free McMaster Homecoming t-shirt. Get your tickets now at McMasterMarauders.ca/tickets. That will be special for sure, as the Golden Hawks, of course, Steph Patasik's old team coming into town, and Greg Marshall, just everything that he did to build the foundation here with McMaster Marauders will be a really special day. It's going to be very weird taking on the Western Mustangs and Greg Marshall not being there.
Minute 30 left in the third quarter.
For this 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1.
To go in the 3rd.
It's been a horrible record so far today. Can Windsor?
Under center. Nearly.
No. Windsor fumbles.
Falls on the turf. McMaster says it's their ball.
And the worst record continues.
Windsor saying it's their ball.
Looks like he just dropped the ball off the snap. Or looks like Windsor, they will turn it over once again, going forward on that.
How many is that this game alone?
Yes, again. It looks like
3rd down, 2 for 4.
the ball off the snap.
Windsor just in this game alone.
Behind the center, not right up in there.
Ugh.
It's an odd concept, but you really have to have your hands right up in under the rear end.
Daniel Dove, the center.
Josh Foolish passes to Mateo. Trifon for 9 yards, and then rushes for no game, but then fumbles it.
It's a completion to Wismer.
Breezy to Wismer
35-yard line.
at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 from the 37. 35 seconds left to go.
35 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter at the 35-yard line.
Looking to add to their
Who's Dylan Simpson? Kobe Green didn't pass the ball for a loss of 8 yards.
To the near side, 3 to the far side. As
time count violation.
Time clock violation, McMaster.
5-yard penalty.
So it's a 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd and 15, or 1st and 15.
Defense a little bit too much. I know Pat Donovan in a lot of these different situations will show quite a lot of different looks from one series to the next, but also will show blitz and then drop everyone except for 3, vice versa. Will disguise blitzes too.
Parisi gets the snap, feels the pressure, and he is bottled up and brought down.
Phenomenal pass rush.
Breezy sacked by Windsor.
There was no extra protection in the backfield either. There was quads to the wide side and 2 receivers to the near side.
Von Taylor getting through, and
oh no, you never like to see that. Breezy down. We'll see if we can see what happens. Oh, right there. Yeah. It looks like his leg was right under him and instantly grabs his ankle. I don't know at this point, what's the score differential? 13 points. That's definitely a 2-score game. Yep.
No, Lucas Parise for Max injured after he was sacked for 7-yard loss.
Do you risk it right away unless you need an emergency situation for Parise?
It's definitely going to be an interesting discussion.
I personally wouldn't.
I would take him out right now. He's the only quarterback, that you have a lot of confidence in moving forward. Of course, Luke Thalman moving into that coaching position over the offseason. And we hope for the best for Lucas Parise.
Does Thalman have eligibility?
I believe he has
Can you
eligibility,
be a player
but
coach? How does that work?
I don't know. Yeah. Henry Walsh, the backup today, second year out of Norwood. As you see, throwing the ball around right now as Horvat will kick away. So 13-point lead as we have approached the end of this third quarter. Oh, I dropped and fumbled around a couple of times in the end zone there.
You know what's worse than a rouge? Is getting out onto your 1-yard line.
Right. As that was Nathan Gazzetti, the second year. Fumbled it and then dropped it, tried to get it out of his own end zone.
Apologies, that's CFL rules. U Sports rules brings it up to the 35. If you can get it out of your end zone, that is your goal. He was bobbling that hard. And by inches, he just got out of the end zone.
So that is the end of the third quarter. We have seen 2 quarterbacks for Windsor, and it now looks like we'll see the second quarterback for McMaster Marauders, potentially Henry Walsh.
Henry Walsh could be coming in on the next offense for Mac.
Start off this fourth quarter looking to cut into this 13-point deficit, and they are with their backup quarterback, Josh Fowlis, the Sarnia native, after Kareem Cotton went down with injury earlier on in this half.
Yeah, definitely a lot of interesting things going on. So, and when I said 35 before, it's actually the 20 that the ball goes to. But it appears that Cotton might be back in. Is this man made of steel? Like, what is going
Cotton's
on?
back in the game, I
He
guess.
literally had assistants coming off the field.
He tried to get off the field by himself, and then he needed a trainer, and then he needed 2 of his linemen to get him up because he couldn't put any weight on, I think, the right leg. But this guy is a warrior. Came over to play in Canada. Of course, he's from Little Rock, Arkansas. And he has stayed in this game not once but twice, down in the first half and now in the second half. We thought that was curtains the second time, but Cotton back in from the 20-yard line of 1st and 10. He's under pressure again. He's going to be ripped down. He's somehow still on his feet as he lunges forward.
For someone who had a very apparent lower body injury, he looks pretty nimble out there. He reminds me of, and you guys didn't see it on your screen, but there's tumblers here.
So
the cheerleading squad.
fourth quarter has begun with Cotton in at quarterback.
Rolls out to his right side, which he's much more comfortable on. But he had a second effort, and then even more, like an additional effort beyond there.
We talked about the importance of this game.
Ball's on.
Next. Pressure coming from McMaster, but Cotton able to get that one off.
On the 20-yard line.
The 5 yards for the first down. Impressive stuff from Cotton as he finds his reliable tight end, Mateo Trifon.
Cotton passes to Trifon for a first down.
240. Studying business from Bell River, Ontario. Played with the Essex Ravens down in southwestern Ontario.
Windsor at the 32, their side of the 55, 1st and 10. Inside 14 minutes left to go in this one. Cotton taking it himself again into the backfield.
He just ran for 12 yards, and he could barely walk like 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago, he could not walk off the field. Now he is rushing.
That's funny.
And
15 minutes ago, he couldn't walk off the field. Now he's running for 12 yards.
I can't see the referees and training staff in front of us against the number. Caught slight limp, but barely. Yeah, too many obstructions from our view and our camera's views to see who's down.
I believe the last one to tackle and finally bring down Cotton, because he got past that front seven into the backfield, and Underhill, who we saw go down earlier in this game, come back into the game and then score a punt return touchdown.
Electrifying touchdown right up the top of your screen from right to left. What appeared to have been 100. Oh, speaking of what? He's been taking a beating.
Fullest is in the game for Windsor as Cotton has to get looked at medical by the medical team of Windsor.
Back in, 1st and 10 for the 47. This one is complete to Ginn, who escapes one tackle, or is driven into the turf there by Stanovich.
Now Ginn's injured.
Now looks like Ginn is struggling to get back onto his feet.
Yeah,
Henry Walsh continues to work on.
that's Henry Walsh, the current backup and probable player. The backup will be on the next drive.
From your team to our team, Peel Regional Police employs more than 150 former varsity athletes, including 100 from the OUA, represented.
Appreciate the 223 people that have come and watched tonight's live stream. Very much appreciated.
In law enforcement for today's student athletes, visit peelpolice.ca/join us.
Baird, I forget his first name, the head ref of the OUA, and then the head of refereeing for the OUA, Murray Drinkwalter, both current and alumni of Halton. Mike McDonald, the O-line coach, former.
Jen has to come out for 3 plays because the athletic team went out there.
Officer, he's the O-line coach at Guelph, I should say, sorry. They're all around. Yeah.
12:52 left in the quarter. McMaster's up by 2 scores.
Josh Fowlis remaining in 1st and 10 on the 51. Dropping back in the
Fullest passes to deep. And he catches it right at the 1 yard line after he bobbles it the first time. It was going to be incomplete, but he ended up catching it in the air.
From Elizabeth, Ontario, the alumni of Saskatoon Hilltops.
We've seen it all. Backup QB throwing to a depth wide receiver for the biggest shot of the game, and a shot right into the vein.
That's not the biggest shot of the game, my friend, because the Gin touchdown was the biggest shot of the game. Nice try.
Yards to go. 1st and goal for the Lancers. Still Fowlis in. Hands off for Bumbo. And Payne has got him by the shoestrings.
And
uncharacteristic by Mumbo.
Going nowhere.
Mumbo gets tackled in the back.
A few yards there. Backed up to the 7, 2nd down and goal.
Crazy penetration by the D line on McMaster. Adam Grandy bringing the heat.
This is a big moment right here. 2nd down and 6. Can McMaster come up with a big stop?
This essentially is the game momentum and most pivotal play thus far.
Alice with Mumbo to his left. He's going to throw towards the end zone. Back of the end zone. It's hauled in. Touchdown, Evan Martin.
Fowlis passes to Evan Martin.
The 5th-year receiver out of Farmington Hills.
And with the extra point, it would make this a 6-point lead. This game is not over yet.
stuff from the backup QB, able to stay with his receiver all the way in coverage there for McMaster, number 24, Jacob Petrangelo, the first year. Or Petrantonio, my mistake. Huge play for Evan Martin after Kobe Ginn went down with injury. A couple of their other guys making huge plays. Isaiah Valderuten making that first big completion, and then Evan Martin from 6 yards out, that passing touchdown.
What haven't we seen in this game?
Let's take another look at this sequence. Fowlis coming in to replace the injured Cotton. The real highlight of the drive, 50 yards. Fowlis to Vanderroot. As Kid having a conversation with his fellow wideout there. You think we'll see Cotton back in this game? He's getting his hand up, tape up. Couple fingers, the whole buddy tape.
Like, you put like a little bit of rubber on that tape because the tape is like a weird feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you put a glove on top of it like a Kurt Warner type? Right?
Windsor kicks it off to Max 10-yard line.
Isaiah Shields will field this one, taken out around the 30-yard line.
Pat Renos kicks off for 55 yards to Max 10. Isaiah Shields returns it for 20 yards to Max 30. Sean Adams with the tackle.
These are the kind of games you look back on at the end of the season that you really look at as if I got that win, I might be hosting a playoff game or I might be in the playoff mix because these are two very evenly matched teams. And Windsor up next, they play Laurier and Western. They cannot fall to 0-1. Well, they can, but then they have a tough road ahead of them. The handoff here on first down.
But Walsh in the game. But we've seen magic here. We just saw a needle thread in the deep back of the end zone from a backup quarterback.
6-yard gain on that play. We hope Lucas Parisi can return. Probably won't see him this game. Who knows?
Walsh, 6'3", 205 from Norwood, Ontario, studying biology.
Gillian Tan rushes for 6 yards to the Mac 36.
10 minutes to go in this one.
Ahmed Taylor with the tackle.
Get the delay here.
Walsh meeting with Steph Patasic. Yeah, we see Parisi still limping around. He will not be back this week. Offensive mastermind, Steph Patasic.
Up until recently, the leading receiver in receiving yards, touchdowns, receptions, with Ethan Jordan supplanting him. The all-time greats of Laurier.
Number 18 backup for McMaster is now in the game.
Walsh gets the snap and taken down.
And already taken down.
Have a lot of time. Braxton Johnson getting through.
9:53. Can Mac hold the 6-point lead? There's flags on the play.
Offside on McMaster was declined. It is going to 3rd and 5.
Offside on McMaster.
3rd and 10. Nice penetration and finish there by number 6 on your screen, Braxton Johnson.
Penalties declined for loss of 6.
So McMaster will punt away. 9:49 left.
9:49 left in the game. McMaster's going to punt from their 22.
Skylar Hunter And Nathan Gazzetti back to receive this kick from Horvat, which was nearly blocked. Fielding this one
from
inside the numbers.
35-yard line, maybe. Caught it at the 35.
Good play on special teams there by number 37, Nathan Laskowski.
And that's one thing that Stepatasic spoke about, is having the best punter in the country on your team. It lengthens the field so much, and you're at such an advantage when it comes to just field position in general.
And secure your free tickets for some upcoming matches. Next weekend, we have women's and men's soccer on September the 6th.
You know what I noticed? Why so there's not been any win whatsoever.
A little bit pregame as Fowler stays in, hands off for Mambo on first down. But yeah, it's turned into.
You have Fallas passes to Mambo. I think it was like 3-4 yards.
Inside zone counter.
2 yards on that first down play.
2 yards on that play. 2nd and 8.
On their side of the 45-yard line. Dallas gets the snap, throws to Mumbo.
Some good yards after catch.
Right side, and he's got a first down.
And I'll be backing him up.
Yeah, it looked like a designed play to the flats. I don't even think that was his check down option. And when you have a running back catching it out of the backfield, that's where you really start seeing these yards after catch.
First and 10 from the 54. They're on backside of center. Dallas feels the pressure, and he is ripped down. It's Chuck Wally.
Chuck Wally with his first sack of the day, and his first of many on the season. A standout rookie last year. He had 5 sacks and 6 tackles for losses in addition to that last year. And he's a game changer.
A lot, 4 yards for Christian Chuck Wally. As pure a pass rush guy as we've ever had, according to Steph Patasic. 2nd down and 4.
Josh Fullis was sacked.
Come up with another big play here. Fowlis
for 4 yards to Windsor 52.
To his left. Still going. We'll try for that first down marker. And he's going to be very close.
After because of the dive, he looked close, but the spot seems to be pretty far back.
Yeah, they're going to be mark of 4 yards behind the marker. 3rd down and 4.
That's interesting.
Fullis rushes for 10 yards to the MAC 48, but they're going to mark him short of that first down, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he stepped out well before he jumped. The theatrics.
So 4 yards to go.
6:53 left in the 4th quarter. Can McMaster get a stop here?
Drop back to pass. It is.
McMaster intercepts it.
It is picked. Another INT for Isaiah Shields.
Isaiah Shields with another interception.
Can play coast to coast, sideline to sideline. He's all over the field. When you have a linebacker as your return man, it just shows the athleticism. He reads this too. I'm actually surprised that Fowlis would throw this pass.
Trying to go for Ginn, who sat down with injury earlier in the game. Isaiah Shields.
I mean, they've had a connection all game with Ginn, both quarterbacks.
Now we see the iPad out.
What is that read progressions over there? Because there's a lot of Marauders around.
Looks like Cotton's going over the iPad right now. Fallis gets a seat. Here's another look at the INT.
Most recently, Cotton literally just had blood on his fingers. We may see him back in the game.
It looks like it. Looks like it. Well, meanwhile, McMaster has it at the 31 after that big play by Shields. Still with their backup quarterback in Walsh.
Fallis on the headset talking up to his booth, his spotter's booth.
Thank you so much for playing. We'll see you guys next time.
So a really interesting game. Fortunately, we've seen a lot of injuries in this one, but final 6:41. What does McMaster need to do to pull this one out, Andrew?
McMaster still has their backup in. 1st and 10 at the McMaster 31-yard line.
Slow and controlled.
Less than 6:30 left in the fourth quarter.
Walsh feels the pressure, tries to get some space to his left, but he's brought down eventually there by Derek Anderson, the linebacker.
So to answer your question, they have the Horvath advantage, right? Yeah. With the field position, ideally you want to convert at least a few drives. But realistically, you could just do tune out and eat up the clock with Horvath. Sorry, eat up the clock and then use Horvath to your advantage with the field position.
Henry Walsh was sacked by Aiden Moore for a loss of 2 yards.
Big play by Anderson from the 29. Walsh gets the snap, tries to connect on
Henry Walsh pass incomplete to Kalen Tan. So it's third.
Quick trip on offense there.
3rd and 12
Yet another player down.
from the McMaster 29.
They at halftime, the head of officiating for OUA, he was saying that it was one of the longest halves he's seen in a while.
Yeah.
And apparently from his guys that were working the Guelph and Laurier game, they had an extremely long first half. But from what I can see, the second half kind of flew by.
Braxton Johnson down with injury. That is a huge piece. As we have a moment, we'll remind you, big plays deserve big flavor, whether you're celebrating a game-winning touchdown or gearing up for the next drive. Wendy's has you covered with fresh, never frozen beef and crave-worthy favorites.
5:43 left. McMaster's up by 6. And it's 3rd and 12 from the 29-yard line.
Just food here at Ron Joy State. Oh, for sure. I love Wendy's. Yeah, I like BioSteel.
I like BioSteel. I love Peel Regional Police. I love a Frosty from Wendy's. Great in the summertime. 5:43 left to go. 3rd down at 12. So McMaster 2 and out here, punting away. One is going to be fielded by Nathan Gazzetti, looking to make something happen.
Horvath catches it at the 30, I think.
The 50-yard line.
I runs it up to the 50-yard line.
Pretty good field position.
Yeah. 5:22 left to go. Windsor down by 6.
Pretty good field position.
We'll see who is still Alice in the game as quarterback.
Horvath punts 47 yards to the 34. Returns it to the 51.
Touchdown earlier on. Today he's 5 for 7, 50 yards. He's also been sacked once.
Folis is still in the game for Windsor.
Defensive fronts have showed out today, getting after the quarterback. 1st and 10 for the 51. Alice passing play on this near side, gets a completion for Skylar Hunter.
Josh Folis passes Skylar Hunter for 9 yards.
That was all heart. That
Jacob
second, 3rd, and 4th effort, I believe.
Parrant with the tackle.
Now they're calling it 2nd down. Nice juke there.
2nd and 1 from the McMaster 50.
2nd and inches. We've seen all sorts of these.
OUA TV saying 2nd and inches, but OUA website saying 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1, upcoming 5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. McMaster looking to kick off their season with a win here. So the crowd will try and cheer on this back defense. 2nd down and 1 play as Fowlis hands off and
Fowlis hands off, and it's a 1st down Windsor.
first down.
Andrew Delaney rushes for 2 yards to the MAC 48.
Out of the backfield, they did a bit of like a cross buck action, as it used to be called, where there's a
4:28 left, and the time is counting. Mac leads by 6. 1st and 10 on the McMaster 48-yard line.
With Delaney to his right. Play action, throwing downfield, and he's got an open man. Skyler
Fowlis
Hunter.
passes to an open man to the 20-yard line. So it's a 28-yard pass. Or is there a penalty?
Pick up about 30 yards, but it's coming back.
Ooh, but it's coming back for a hold. A hold for Windsor. That's not good. Oh, yeah, their offensive line.
I believe it was right there on the edge. Tyson Valentine, the right tackle. And yet another player down, number 62. And that is Caleb Parker, the 5th-year lineman out of Westland, Michigan. Olivet College. Fans are really getting into it now. They are. Well,
Number 62 was down for the Windsor Lancers.
Beer is back. Adult beverages available for purchase here at Ron Joyce Stadium.
but even better, we have Marauders football.
Yes. New lights installed.
It actually does make a noticeable.
Ooh, is Breezy back in? No.
First and 20 after the penalty. Windsor on their own 52-yard line.
Never mind, it's a defensive player.
Trailing by 6. Fowlis feels the pressure. Now offloads to his tight end, Trifon, who is unable to pick up the first down. It's a big man to take down. Cut into that 20 yards.
Fowlis passes to Trifon for 18 yards to Mac 40. 2nd and 2.
I was going to say they really came back from that 1st and 20. 2nd and what, 3? 2nd and 2?
Less than 3:30 to go
2nd and 2.
in the fourth quarter.
For the Marauders defense.
McMaster's up by 1.
Trifon to his right, his hit goes over the middle and is able to pick up those 2 yards.
Yep, all the time in the world on that rollout.
Fowlis passes to Martin for 9 yards, so it's
Back once again in coverage, but he was pursuing the tight end, which typically you'd have a linebacker on the tight
so
end.
apparently that's
Unless
you catch for a 9-yard pass, you get a first down.
So they get the first down. 1st and 10 from the 31. Fowlis has a bunch of time, and now he doesn't. He's stripped
Fowlis is going to be
by
sacked
his shoestrings there. Ryan
by the McMaster defense.
That is Greg Palmer getting in there, eventually taking down the quarterback.
And another player. Greg
Man, these injuries are getting horrible this game.
It's a third-year junior out of New Westminster, British Columbia. He had 2 sacks last year.
Take another look at.
Interesting. He seems fine down there. He's at the bottom, and he makes the tackle.
Another look at it up here on the screen as we see a couple of players down with injury. One for the Lancers, and Palmer is now getting back to his feet.
Rob Underhill getting some love from the fans in front of the booth.
Yeah, the rowdy fans right in front of us. Not sure if the mic's picking it up, but they've been
entertaining to say the least.
Always right in front of the Windsor sideline.
2nd and 8 from the McMaster 29.
Stadium in Hamilton, one of the OUA venues, and Alumni Stadium is where the Windsor Lancers play, and JP Cercelli wanted to kind of turn that into the Detroit Lions atmosphere of, you know, you're going to come into our barn, but you're not going to leave without, you know, a couple bruises. That's exactly what he said. The off season said teams always leave here worse for wear.
Injured player on the field. That's what the holdup was.
Stadium proving that. A lot of injuries. Not blaming the field, of course, but
no,
just you know, week 1, you see it. You see it.
Subs coming in, subs coming out. Subs coming in, subs coming out.
And the card is coming out.
And it's unfortunate to see
because we have a big man down.
Oh, you have a card coming out.
If you ever want a good chuckle, look up Marshawn Lynch. He was at Cal Berkeley. And,
Another Windsor player is injured.
nice gesture by the facility staff here.
it's Caxton Martin's the backup O-lineman with injury.
Backup O lineman that was left again with an injury.
McMaster dressing 8 O-linemen. Stephen Task was saying. Wanted to be able to cycle through them if needed. Shields on the blitz.
Getting a sack there.
Shields on the blitz. My God, this guy's had a sack and 2 interceptions.
Right off the edge. As if no one had the responsibility to pick him up or they didn't have a pre-snap read on him. Maybe he's just that fast.
Already has a pick today, and now
I'm like,
a sack.
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, he was so wide out in the second level as that outside linebacker. No one thought to pick him up. And
Yeah, no one did think to pick him up.
It was very designed. It was designed that way. Jeff Wally did a really good job at bringing his opposing tackle in and crashing down. Yeah, okay, you can see it there. Definitely a missed assignment by Wegbe Mombo.
So instead of going on for it on 3rd down, they'll try the field goal here.
They're going to go for the field goal.
20 seconds left to go. Alex Petrinos from 35.
35, and it's wide.
McMaster will field it out of their own end zone and some space to
And there's a
Davis.
A blistering hit. And now there's some fisticuffs on the sideline.
2 very fast-moving objects colliding there.
Elijah Metz is 6'4", 230. He came flying in. There is a flag prior to all of this. Right about here, they threw a flag. That's what it is. Do you see the hands? The hands on, I believe that was Wesley McLennan, the linebacker, just wrapped him up. Yeah, that was a very good call on the hold. It was a very obvious hold. It was almost in like the back of his back plate of his shoulder pads.
So Windsor comes up empty on that drive. And now McMaster with 2 minutes to go here. will try and burn out this clock.
Good field position if you're a Lancer. McMaster with the inexperienced quarterback deep into their own territory.
A handoff here on first down.
So it's a hold.
Kalen Tan getting the call. It's a gain of 4.
On Mac to the 15. So it's 1st and 10 on the 15.
Read option. Zone blocks. Nice read.
Both teams with a timeout left, but only have a second. OUA.ca is on the rise, and the OUA is on the rise, and OUA.ca is your home for all the different scores, stats, schedules, and stories spanning 20 members, 22 sports, and 38 championships. The online hub for OUA information helps fans dive deeper into your favorite sports, teams, and student athletes around the province.
And on OUA.ca, you can find OUA TV.
Exactly.
Joining us here today.
Watch on the OUA TV mobile app, which is new. Yeah. Inside 2 minutes, Walsh gets the snap. Kalen Tan bottled up there. Not much room to run.
10 rushes for 4 yards to Mac 19.
So back-to-back 2 and outs for McMaster. And now Windsor will have a chance getting the football back inside 2 minutes, down by 6.
This is Nemeth's time to shine. Sorry, why did I say that? Horvat's time to shine.
Horvat and Nemeth, both brother duos.
Caitlin Tan rushes for a 2-yard loss to the Mac 17.
His brother onto the squad this year.
Yeah, it's like an association game. My brain was association. But yes, this is a game changer, though. To have the best punter in the country with Horvat, when you need him, under 2 minutes left. Both teams have a timeout. You're pinned below your 20-yard line. Plus the 14 yards of the long snap for the punt.
Windsor
whole field ahead.
Out of timeouts. McMaster still with 1 left.
You're right. I misspoke. Oh, and they're going to concede and just try to run the clock out as much as possible. And they're doing a really good job at it.
Doing a great job there.
Oh, and he ended up going down pretty hard.
Running the clock out.
He ate up at least.
So Windsor picks up the safety. So it's 30-26. A minute 42 left.
High percentage of the remaining time. Yeah, I don't think Steph Potasic's happy about them taking a shot at their kicker at the back of the end zone when he had the intention on running out. He's been pretty vocal today.
Yeah,
I kind of like the fire. It gets me going. It definitely gets the guys on the side on the MAC team going.
There's one thing about Coach Potasic, it's the players love playing for him. Yeah. Same thing can be said for JP Cercelli.
So it's 1st and 10 at the visitors' 35-yard line.
1st and 10, pass just over the hand.
Josh Follis throws incomplete to Braden Chuck.
99 seconds to go. Windsor, no
Minute
timeout.
39 left.
And honestly, that was such a smart call for the Marauders to take that, concede that safety, because it's still 4 points. Like, a field goal is not enough. And they have not been able to finish on the last few drives.
Huge play right here.
Huge play right here. 2nd and 10.
Gets the snap, and he'll go to Mumbo here.
Mumbo gets stuffed.
Bottled up by this McMaster front. Nick Garcia getting in there.
Literally nowhere to go. I think with the final push there, yeah, it was Nick Garcia at D-line, the local Hamiltonian from Newman.
They probably knew they were in third down territory, but still an interesting call. Bumpo unable to go anywhere. So third down and 10.
3rd and 10 from the Windsor's 35. This is the game here. If you don't get a first down, game is over. Minute 25 and counting left. Throws long bomb. Incomplete. And there's a flag on the play.
Coverage man, getting the intended receiver, and it looks like this might be a penalty against Mac.
I would need to break this down because in real time it didn't look like a PI from this angle. We're not on the field like the football ball. A nice thrown ball, but great defense. Yeah, there's a little contact, but
Zach Payne, the DB, Kobe Ginn, the wide receiver.
They threw it right as they were going down, and it is 1st and 10 for the Lancers.
So 1st and 10 from the 50, a minute 20 left to go. Foul is rolling to his right.
First down to 50, and incomplete.
Out of the reach along the sideline. That would have been special.
So it was only a 15-yard penalty. Not like it would be in CFL where the ball would be where the point of foul is. Josh Fowles throws incomplete to Chuck, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 at the Windsor 50.
2nd down and 10 from the 50. Windsor.
Minute 11 left.
Special, down by 4. McMaster looking for their first win in week number 1 since 2019. So they went all the way to win the week 18.
I'm not going to say what they just said because I don't want to jinx it.
Fowles gets the snap. Looking downfield.
Oh, tipped off.
Again, huge play by Isaiah Shields.
Isaiah Shields been all over this.
Return yardage. Doing it all. Batting for the cycle.
A lot of time in the pocket. Mac didn't have a crazy strong pressure there, or at least Windsor blocked it up. Here's the game.
66 seconds to go.
66 seconds left to go. 3rd and 10 from the Windsor 50-yard line.
Fowles gets the snap, rolls to his right, looking downfield, no one over.
And sacked.
Wally chases him down.
Wally came out of nowhere in the defensive backfield.
His 2nd sack of the day might just seal it for the Marauders.
I think that'll do it. Look at this field.
Christian
Look at Chuck Wally come out of
Chuckawall, the second, comes out of nowhere for the sack for the loss.
And that wasn't even a design.
And first down Marauders with 59 seconds left.
The stars shine under the lights, and Chuck Wally is a star.
This will be Mac's first win to start the season 1-0 since 2019.
For a route. So he just jumped it.
And now McMaster will look to just run out this clock. Windsor with no timeouts left.
Thomas Moore here in Hamilton, STM.
Caitlin Tan rushes for 1 yard for the win to the Windsor 47. Derek Anderson with the tackle.
All over him, but still another year in the maroon. Well, two more years. It's only a rookie coming off his rookie campaign last year. OUA all rookie team. Another handoff here.
So you got 33.1 seconds left.
33 seconds left to go. Kalen Tan picked up.
10 rushes for 2, so it's 3rd and 7.
Steph Patasic told us in the call earlier this week how painful it is to lose week number 1 after all the weeks of hard work, the months of hard work leading to that day, and for it to come down to a loss, it's heartbreaking, and it's been there before. If McMaster's able to pull this one off, their first week 1 win since 2019. And by the way, Windsor is one of the best teams in the country, ranked number 9 in the preseason U Sport rankings. And this would be a big statement win for McMaster right out of the gate. Lucas Parisi, of course, is a big area of concern coming out after this one. But,
yeah, big time.
Guelph is up next. The road does not lighten up one bit.
I don't think Mac will be able to crack top 10 because of the beating Windsor. But it's really interesting how it will all shape up because only the OUA is playing this weekend.
Yeah.
So it's all still just like preseason speculation on all 3 other conferences. Plus, Guelph had a great showing against Laurier, and Laurier's in the top 5.
It's going to be really interesting. I think the OUA is wide open. Lots of teams think they have a chance this year.
Oh, I would say it's probably more wide open this season than I've seen in many seasons past.
Time out, McMaster.
The same Western they used to be, but there's a lot of promise. Laurier is not the same Laurier they used to be. Guelph's on a come up. York is on a multi-year come up. McMaster's surprising. Realistically, this is an upset against Windsor for McMaster to win.
Horvat will punt away. Windsor needing a miracle here as this one will go back for a touchback. 3.5 is what remains in this one. 30-26. 31-26 after the Rouge.
Love a good Rouge.
One of the great parts of our Canadian game.
And still no word yet from Football Canada on and U Sports what the field dimensions and the rule system changes will be, if they will be a hybrid, a transitionary period.
We got a Rouge.
They'll just stay the way they currently are. The thing that's really difficult is for like McGill and and Calgary, Winnipeg, all these teams that share with CFL stadiums.
Right.
Looking ladder. Looking like a rugby game now.
Now it's in the hands of Mumbo.
Oh, and Chuck Wally. Of course. If it's not Shields, it's Chuck Wally. What a stud.
Batting it out of the hands of Poulos to seal the deal for McMaster. The Marauders win week 1 for the first time since 2019, and we can definitively say Mac is back. The fans
and an upset in the making.
Man, he cannot be stopped. He's doing everything. If you have him and Shields on the field at the same time, you're dangerous.
McMaster takes down the number 9 team in the country, the Windsor Lancers. A huge win. And it was led by some of their special stars. Chuck Wally, Isaiah Shields making huge plays. He had a pick.
Oh, Windsor coach is pissed.
And Lucas Parisi started this game, couldn't finish the game, going down with injury. And that's your main concern if you're a Marauder fan, also out of this game. But really, week 1, they get the job done.
There's Windsor saying that, and thanks to Jamie Tan, our producer, in our ear. It's a backwards pass here. And that is backwards. That's a live ball. Thank you to our producer, Jamie Tan, in our ear, because in all the excitement of it being Chuck Wally, that's technically by rule a live ball. Never did they throw up. What does this mean now? Because we're at zeros on the clock, and now the teams are back on their benches.
Yeah, McMaster's.
I will be surprised if we ever see this white hat head ref game for the season.
Clock's showing zeros, and yeah, that's a live ball. Pass never went forward. Kakwale broke it up. It was on the ground. That still live ball, and Windsor upset that. But the thing is, neither team has left the field. JP Cercelli is at the 40-yard line pleading his team's case.
This is a very bizarre situation because the clock's at zeros. Do you add time back on the clock?
Well, there's 3.5 right now. I don't know.
Because it was at zeros at this point in the replay, right?
Looks like they've added time back on the clock. 3.5.
I gotta say, this is probably the first time I've seen something like this. It's definitely not the first time it's ever happened. Like the Stanford marching band situation.
So they went and put 3.5 seconds back on the clock for what reason?
Did you catch that, Matthew, in real time? I think we were both just so excited.
We were both so excited, and Chiquale immediately celebrated. No one went after the football from McMaster's side, but here it is, 3.5 left to go. This is maybe the final play. Fowlis throwing for Ginn. Reverse play, another reverse, and now it's in the hands of Delaney. Still a live ball in the hands of Fowlis. Zeros on the clock. Fowlis under pressure. Another reversal. This way to Ginn, and we're going to try another reverse pass, a lateral.
Oh, wow.
And Fowlis has it again.
Still live.
This is impressive. Hot potato. Haven't made many yards, but maybe it comes here. The big man rumbling upfield. Trifon. But here he is taken down, and that is your football game, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Broom putting the finishing touches on this game as the Marauders will storm the field here onto the logo and celebrate the first.
So that will do it now. The game is officially over. 31-26 for a McMaster win. We will come back tomorrow. We have
This would have cemented it as the craziest game ever.
1, 2, 3, 4 games tomorrow. 5 games tomorrow. Since this game went a little bit longer, so I'm going to save the Toronto SAS game for tomorrow. So we'll have a game at 10, 1, 3, 7, and 10 tomorrow night. But I do appreciate everyone for stopping by at this live stream. All 100 of you crazy people. But I do appreciate everyone for stopping by. Thanks to Phil and all those people for becoming members earlier today. And have yourself a great rest of your night.